All right, so welcome to Pug Life Chronicles. Let me start this all over. Welcome to Pug Life Chronicles. I'm your host, George Zayas, along with my no-audio friend, Dave Sieve. We're back at WTF. We had to do simul broadcasting, right? We had to do the, what do they call that? The sign language. But now you hear us. Okay, good, awesome. All right, so thank you for joining us this evening. We're transmitting live from WTF, that's Work Train Fight in New York City. Work Train Fight at 636 Broadway on the second floor. This is a beautiful gym. You're going to see 11 exciting bouts this evening. And then we were talking a little bit about three of our boxers that you've seen here live on Pug Life.
In the Ringmasters.
In the Ringmasters tournaments are now been picked up this week, right, Dave?
Yes, by Eddie Hearns.
Let's go up to the ring for the official
rendition of the national anthem.
Yes.
All right.
Excellent rendition.
You hear us? All right.
So, what we were talking about before, about three of the boxers that we saw on Pug Life Chronicles.
Not about three, but exactly.
Exactly three boxers were picked up. And
yes.
Who are those three boxers?
One is Nikosi Solomon, who's won the National Golden Gloves, who's won the Ringmaster tournament. Nikita Albabi,
right,
who won the Ringmasters tournament 165 Open, and Rashad Mati, right, who won 152 Open, and they won the Nationals too in the Golden Gloves.
And these were three of our favorites that we followed during Pug Life, and you got to follow them as well, and your favorites.
Yes.
It's interesting because they got picked up by one of the top promoters right now in boxing.
Right. Eddie Hearns, he's talking about doing a $100 million show with Anthony Joshua possibly. Eddie Hearns is handling Danny Jacobs. So he's the hot promoter right now, and he's worldwide, in this big wide world.
That's correct. And,
all right. And just in case you didn't hear, we are WTF. What the? No. Work Train Fight.
Work Train Fight.
Work Train Fight. Jim, all right, get your mind out of the gutter. We work, train, fight in this gym, and we're gonna fight tonight, right? In the New York tournament, and it's gonna keep some of these young fighters in shape and in the right mindset, and they're sharpening their craft.
That's right. And just to remind you, first a couple of shout outs as they make their way into the ring, the fighters.
Right.
A couple of shout outs to some of the people that are coming up on right now. Malcolm Mans, thank you for joining us.
Malcolm.
Haley Bridgewater, thank you for joining us. And thank you for giving us that thumbs up on the no audio now that we got that fixed and squared away.
We need your help.
Corey Grimm. Joe Gadigan. Gadigan, is that how you say it?
Gadigan.
Okay.
Gadigan.
And then we have, who else here? Claudio Contreras, thank you.
Claudio.
Yes. We got Sammy Sancelli, thank you. That's Sammy, that's my buddy Sammy. And who else do we got here? Oh.
People are watching.
Evelyn White, love you, Evelyn. Love you, Ma.
Right, and Sammy.
Love you.
Zancelli.
Yes.
Zancelli.
Yeah, that's my buddy.
I like that name. I like
Joyce.
That name.
Hey, Joyce. Joyce from Live View. Thank you for joining us this evening.
choice.
Who else we got here?
I think we're starting off. What are we starting off? Is this a female fight to start off?
This is going to be the top in the red corner.
All right. We're going to start off with a female fight, 125 pounds, senior female novice. And we got Mahogany Williams in the red corner, wearing red, thank goodness. And Stephanie Santiso from Church Street Boxing Club in the blue corner, wearing blue. And they're geared up and ready to go.
All right, round one.
Okay. And Stephanie Santiso is the shorter fighter in blue, and she comes out with like a 22-punch combination to start the fight. Didn't land too many punches, but and Mahogany Williams is answering with a 12-punch combination of her own.
A nice body work there by Stephanie. When they were inside on the inside, she's getting a little low.
Right. Yeah, very strong legs to stay low like that and land some power shots, especially to the body. Wow, she's going head and body. So Stephanie Santiso in the blue is one of these fighters who uses their height to their advantage or uses their lack of height to their advantage. In other words, she wants to get inside, in between those long arms of Mahogany Williams, and throw the shorter punches where her shorter arms have the advantage. And she's throwing a lot of hooks. But Mahogany Williams is staying in there. She's keeping her hands up and throwing straight punches inside, along with some hooks and a couple of. Mahogany Williams landed like about 3 sharp right hands. All right. And Santisa is using her head. Pushes Mahogany back on the ropes with the arm and the head and throws in some right uppercuts. Okay. Oh, look at Mahogany Williams. She threw a hard shot. It landed on the arm and the back of Stephanie, but the noise was like explosive. So I'll tell you what, if Mahogany Williams can use her long arms and and reach Stephanie with one of those long shots, Stephanie's in trouble. But Stephanie has been keeping herself good over there, staying out of the middle. And WTF, they got round girls and round boys. Girls and boys. All right. And they are all happy and throwing out shirts and holding up cards and just being all over the place. Good crowd at WTF. City life, I like it. I like it. So, all right, I'm going to check with the sound. Oh, look at this. John Taylor's in the house. Wyoming. Hello to John Taylor. Who else we got? El Pelucci Real. El Pelucci Real gave us a thumbs up. Thank you. All right, let's go to round number 2. All right.
Sorry about that. We're having still a little technical difficulty, but
all right. George, you handle all the technical stuff?
Yeah.
We'll do it. All right. So the story of this fight right now is Mahogany Williams, who has the height. Can she establish the jab? And, a lot of people talk about establishing the jab. What does establishing the jab mean? Establishing the jab if you have the height. And we're talking about a height disparity
conundrum.
Conundrum, right. Well, I'm trying to give it a lift on. We go with the righty-lefty conundrum. We're going to go with the height disparity situation, I think. We'll talk about it. So establishing a jab is basically for a tall person, establishing a jab where you're on the outside, you're landing your jab, and you're not getting hit with the jab. So it's establishing distance besides establishing the jab. And Santisto, Stephanie, the shorter fighter in blue, has been walking through the jab in the first round, but Mahogany Williams seems to be starting to establish a jab. And once you start establishing a jab, you got a good chance of establishing your power punch, your right hand with that as well.
We're still having some technical difficulties with our feed out in YouTube land, but we'll get that corrected as soon as we can.
Okay. Well, at least we're on Facebook.
Yes.
All right. So Mahogany Williams is really starting to establish her distance. She likes it on the outside. She likes being arm's length, and she's starting to score from the outside. And Stephanie has to come in on the inside to fight. Not just because she's shorter and because it's a comfortable reach, but that's where she's comfortable fighting in. She wants to be an inside fighter.
Right.
So as far as all the inside fighters go, they have to get past the longer person's reach. They have to get inside. They have to get comfortable, and they got to get their punches off. If not, it's a problem. You know. So we got round boys and round girls in WTF. And you say WTF, and I say work, train, fight.
Yeah, we got a little bit for everybody, right?
That's it.
All right, so a couple other shout-outs here for, okay, let's see. Kareem Blue, thank you for watching. That's our buddy out in Connecticut. From Blue Boy Boxing.
Blue something.
Blue Boy, not Blue something. Blue Boy. And his wife also, right. Nina, the beautiful Nina. Thank you for watching us this evening.
Nina Blue.
WTF.
Right. And they're not blue, they're happy.
All right.
All right. So let's see our handles. Mahogany Williams established her jab and her distance in the last round, and now she's getting her foot movement going, and she's on the outside. Good boxing. And Steph Santiso is a wild hook throwing type of gal. She gets inside and she lets those hooks fly.
Right, Santiso in the blue.
Right, and Santiso is doing some nice stuff because she's, you know, like Mahogany Williams established her distance, but now she's not hitting Santiso before. At the end of the round, she was hitting Santiso at will, but Santiso made an adjustment to the adjustment. She's staying. This is a lot of stuff that shorter fighters do with the height disparity syndrome going on over there. What they do is they stay just on the outside, and they'll follow the punches back. They'll either slip or follow the punches back and not run into the punches. So there you go. So you saw right there, Mahogany Williams threw a 1-2, and Santiago just stepped right in right after and threw about 1,900 hooks. It might be off by
Santiso.
Santiso
with a
hook
nice,
throw, yeah.
Nice hook.
Right.
Nice like uppercut hook.
Right. And look at her. She's staying just on the outside of Mahogany Williams' jab. So Mahogany Williams did establish distance, but now she's not establishing the jab. And then so whenever Steph wants, she just rushes right in, gets past, gets inside, and that's her specialty. Although, of course, just to make a fool out of me, Mahogany Williams lands like 3 right hands on the inside, and they were good. All right, 10 seconds.
And yeah, Williams was having a problem just connecting right there. And it's
right.
I think it's also because of the movement that Santiso has. She has great movement on the inside.
On the inside.
Yeah.
Great inside movement.
That's correct.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that was a good fight.
That was an excellent fight for these young ladies here this evening.
And they showed the adjustment, right? So one person played a hand in the first round.
Right.
And that was Stephanie Santiso.
Right.
Right. So she got in on the inside. She did her work, and she pretty much won the first round. Mahogany Williams answered by establishing distance and establishing a jab in the second round.
Right.
In the third round, you saw an adjustment to the adjustment where Stephanie Santiso stayed just on the outside of Mahogany Williams' comfort zone. So yes, the distance was established, but in that long distance, Mahogany Williams couldn't land her jab and couldn't land her punches. And then when Steph Santiso decided to go, she either followed the punches back or she just did a rush in with the jab. She got on the inside again and she won the inside fight. In my opinion, Steph Santiso won rounds 1 and 3. Mahogany Williams won round 2.
Well, tell us how you saw it out there in Facebook land and YouTube. I don't know if we're connected on YouTube, but nonetheless, we want to give a couple of shout-outs still. Tina Koo, she's there watching us. Haley Bridgewater. Let's see.
Tina Koo.
John Taylor.
Yeah, John Taylor. I shouted him out.
From Wyoming. Oh, you did already. Okay,
I did. But shout him out too, George.
Well, Mr. Taylor, thank you for joining us from Wyoming. As always, one of our fans here on Pug Life Chronicles. Luis Martinez is also watching.
I wanted to ask Koo a question. What was her name again? Tanya Koo?
Yes.
Do you go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Red corner. Okay. All right. So the judges saw it. The judges saw it with for Muhammad Williams. And that's, you know what? If you are an inside fighter, which Stephanie Santiso is, sometimes your punches, because you're on the inside, are blocked. You know, like the judges can't see it. So, you know, although I gave her credit for landing more punches, maybe a judge didn't see it because she had her back to him, something like that.
All right. So, a couple other things that we want. El peluche real. That means the teddy bear. The teddy bear in Spanish. El peluche.
Yeah.
And you have.
Is that real or real?
Real.
Real. I was pronouncing it real.
Real. Exactly. Spanish. Okay. So we have. Let's see. Joe. Joe says it's pronounced Gadijan. Gadijan.
You know what? Gadijan. Yeah. Gadijan.
All right. Who else? Horrence Gorosito from Puerto Rico. Hey, he's from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico in the house. Thank you for watching us.
All right, and we hope your area is getting better because we know you're devastated.
Puerto Rico in the house.
Yes.
All right. So let's see what else
Louis Martinez did. He shot Louis Martinez.
Louis Martinez, they shouted him out. Yep.
Oh yeah. All right, you don't get two. I'm going to take that shout out back, Louis. We're only giving you one shout out. Okay. George.
All right.
And
one of the things that you can call us live now. Actually, you can call us and we'll go on the air. You'll see the number right there on your screen, 646-481-5354. You can call us and you can talk to us and we'll patch you on through the air if you want to announce with us.
And if your voice is too froggy, we will hang up on you. But if you have something to say that's interesting, we'll talk to you for a little bit, you know? You know, if we like you.
Yeah, we like you. We like you.
We like you. You know we do. Oh, this is interesting. I just spoke to Enrique Leon from Atlas Cops and Kids, and this is the 132-pound novice class. And he told me he lost about 100 pounds this year.
Wow.
Over the past year. He got into the box gym, got into shape, and is starting to fight.
And who's that?
This is Enrique Leon in the blue.
With the blue gloves and the black.
Right.
He's got all the
he's got the blue
black.
jersey, blue gloves. Whoa, and they are letting some leather fly. Enrique Leon is blue, and George,
nice uppercut by Leon.
Right, and Avacan is throwing some punches too.
Another nice hook, another left hook from Leon.
Right. And this is interesting because, you know what I like to see about these novices is that they don't quite have their style yet. So they have their own interpretations, you know, before they learn the exact boxing science. They're fun to watch because they have their own little quirks and their own little curves in their punches. And Enrique Leon reminds me of a Manny Pacquiao. He's just unconventional in the way he throws his left hand. And he's got good timing. Enrique
Pacquiao?
Leon.
I don't know about Pacquiao, but
yeah, Pac-Man. You know, Pac-Man started out. He wasn't just the Pac-Man he is now. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. We showed that on Pug Life Chronicles.
Right.
We showed one of his fights as a teenager.
And George Avakian is doing some good movement of his own. He's not getting hit with everything. He's keeping his hands up. He's showing good head movement, and he just landed a good hook right there.
Yeah, he nailed De Leon. I'm sorry.
Right.
The nice left hook.
And that's what I'm talking about with the novice fighters. George has a big, wide left hook, but it's landing. It's working.
George in the red gloves, of course.
Right.
And again, a nice hook.
Right, and he jump hooked into that.
Jump hooked and rocks Enrique Leon back towards the ropes. And Leon trying to fight off the ropes now.
And he's doing it, yes. And Leon is...
connects it with a nice left, a straight left to George.
Right.
Backs him up, but then George answers on his own.
Oh, my God. This is an exciting fight. Beautiful.
Nice little flurry there at the bell.
Followed by a headbutt.
Yeah.
Followed by a headbutt.
By George.
Do not ignore the headbutt. All right? All right. You know what they call one headbutt? accidental. All right, that's what they call it.
Okay, so what do they call the second headbutt?
It might be a warning, and a third headbutt, you know, might cause you to fight.
There you go.
So,
All right.
so stop at 1, stop at 2. All right, that's the way it goes. And WTF, they just like taking off their shirts and getting in the ring. I like it.
Well, thank God they're not asking. Thank God they're not asking us to take off. our shirts
No,
to
we
get
don't
in
want
the
to
ring.
take off shirts.
You don't want to see that. Not a pretty sight.
No. Especially since we'll keep our bow ties.
Yes.
On, you know.
All right. So,
what's happening?
No, we're just checking out the camera feed. One of our cameras is down, and we're trying to get that fixed.
All right.
Of course, you know, with a live show, a lot of these things happen. All right. Second round. Again with George Avakian. And Enrique Leon. And Enrique Leon from Atlas Cops and Kids, and George Avakian from Underground Boxing Club.
And this is a fun fight.
This is a fun fight.
And this is interesting. George Avakian has almost like a Tyson-like style. He's very square. He's dipping from side to side, and he's coming in like that. He's just fighting that way. Meanwhile, Enrique Leon is basically has a really good stance. He's got a wide open, almost like a lefty Tommy Hearns type stance. He's got an awkward left hand, reminding me of Manny Pacquiao, and he's landing that left hand in many different directions. And
another hook again by George. He jumps right into that hook and connects on Enrique, but Enrique seems unfazed and comes back
with some really good punches.
Yes, he does. And again, George answering those punches again with another hook.
And I think Enrique slipped the hook twice, and that's his first 2 slips of the night. And this is how boxers, you know, start to become who they are. You have to get in the ring and fight these fights.
You know what I like about these two guys is they have really good ring generalship. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and they move well in the ring. If you notice, a lot of the footwork and George trying to get around.
Right.
And then Enrique de Leon also trying to get around from an advantage point to hook, you know, to get in with a hook.
And I'll tell you what, George is going to have to learn on the outside to keep a regular boxing stance. He's just too square, and it's very hard. It's very hard to guard all that body. I mean, he's got sometimes Enrique landed a good left to the body, and he landed and a straight left to the head. And it's because it's over all that open space. George is just too square right now. And by square, we mean, I hope people out there know what square means. That means that they're not turned to the side. They're straight in front, and they're showing that whole big body.
Right.
All right. Another sound check. Is the sound fine?
No, it's fine.
Yeah. To the people out there, do you hear us?
Yeah, if the gain is too high, if it's too loud, let us know so that we can lower it down.
Yeah.
Sounds a little scratchy, somebody said.
Sounds a little scratchy?
Yeah, so we're going to bring it down.
That was me. I was a little itchy. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Sorry. All right.
That's how you do it.
All right, so Dave,
Tina Koo says, no, she's cuckoo for Stephanie Santiso.
Good.
And Tina Koo, we thought your girl won. All right? We thought the decision was a little cuckoo. How about that?
Yeah.
Right? Not taking away from Mahogany, but that's what we thought. All right? Dave Romeo is there.
Yeah, he's watching.
And Joe Gaddijan. See, I can't. Now he said we nailed his pronunciation. now we forgot it again because it's not in front of us.
What's going on?
All right, they're checking out.
Oh, yeah, for the bloody nose. George is bleeding, so from his nose.
Right, and this is the amateurs. They might stop.
It's boxing.
Yeah, yeah. They might. Sometimes they stop fights for bloody noses.
All right, so he goes round number 2.
Right. And Enrique Leon is landing some good lefts and rights. What's interesting about Leon is that he is not landing too many jabs with that height of his and that those long arms. George Avakian is still looking to get in. He's got good hooks.
I like that he's trying to get in. You know, he's a scrappy fighter, but the problem is, like you said, he's too squared away, and that's why he's getting caught with a lot of these punches. Like right now, he got caught with like a 10-punch combination.
Yeah, at least 10. I counted like 13, 14.
and again gets caught on the inside with a nice uppercut. It keeps getting pounded away right now with a bunch of hooks, and I think the ref's going to either stop it or give him an 8 count, and then gives him an 8 count.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that is because George Avacan is too square. The thing about being square,
you got to blade your body, man, so you don't get caught like that.
Right. So what you got to do is, if you're square, you have to move side to side, not just with your body, but with your legs. You can't stand in front of somebody, just being square. Even if you land that hook, it doesn't matter. You're getting hit with straight punches, and straight punches will they get there quicker,
Absolutely.
So, unless you got a blade.
And George, and again with these hooks,
he's good, but I'm pretty sure that Enrique sees them somewhat.
Well, Enrique connected, set George back to the ropes, and momentarily stunned him. But Enrique still coming forward, gets caught again with a nice another hook.
Oh, it's 3 straight right hands.
4
straight
5.
Right hands. Yeah. Right.
Wow.
That was a good match.
Good round for Enrique Leon.
Okay.
And I think.
You guys hear us? Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's this? We got Jamal Hawkwing. Oh, Hawkwing. What's a Hawkwing?
It's a hawk.
Shouldn't he be named
Jamal
Eagle? Eagle Talent or something like that? I wonder if Jamal's native.
I don't know. Ask him.
Are you native?
All right, so we're transmitting live from WTF. Work, Train, Fight.
Work, Train, Fight.
Yep, and that's here in Broadway in New York City at 636 Broadway on the 2nd floor. This is a beautiful gym. This is like a club in here, man.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's a beautiful gym.
And they got beautiful people in here.
Yeah.
They're all in shape. You know why? Because they work, train, fight.
But you know what? There's a lot of beautiful people out there, too.
Yeah. And we
can't
see any of you.
You guys look marvelous.
Yes.
Marvelous.
Absolutely. And since we can't see you, nobody can verify or deny that you look beautiful. So own it. Own it. All right? What the heck? We don't care what your neighbors call you. All right? If your neighbors don't like the way you look, don't worry about them. We're telling you, you're beautiful, people.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
All right, so as the doctor's looking at George Avacan, the bloody nose, he'll be all right.
So listen, if we got friends out there, George, he fought a good fight. He's got great hooks, not enough straight punches, too square, and every time you square, you have to move side to side. All right? You're too predictable,
Dave,
too big.
Let's go up to you. So, there you go. Enrique takes it.
Right, and a great fight. Great fight.
And Joe said the same thing. He says blue corner.
Okay.
Joe
Gadidjian, my man.
Yeah.
It just came to me, Gadidjian.
Okay, so Omar Artola, also from Brooklyn. Brooklyn in the house, right?
Brooklyn.
Thank you very much, Omar, for joining us. We like to ask you to share the link. Now, here's why we're asking you to share the link.
Right.
This is very important.
Tell him, George. Lay it down to him.
We had a tournament that we just covered, the Ringmasters tournament, and in that tournament, we saw some of the boxers that went on to become pros from that tournament.
Right.
And
that's the Ringmasters tournament this year that took place earlier this year.
Right. So then, because of that tournament, they were seen. They got picked up. 3 of the guys, and our live link has gone worldwide.
Right. People from Italy, people from New Zealand,
Russia,
New Jersey,
California,
yes,
Wyoming, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I mean, from all over the world. Brooklyn. You got to cross the bridge, right?
Yeah.
An island. There was an island. How about
Long Island?
And another island. Staten
Rico.
Island. No, Staten Island.
Staten Island.
Staten Island is an island.
The island of Staten. I think Coney Island, too.
Coney Island, yeah. All right, so here we go. This is the 3rd match of the evening.
And we got Dane Leslie.
Dane Leslie fighting at a Hartford Boxing Center, and that might be from the Blue Boy. Is that Blue Boy?
No, I don't think
so. No, that's not.
But it's from Connecticut.
But it's still Connecticut. And then you got Kelvin Reynoso from John's Gym in the Bronx.
We've seen Kelvin before. Reynoso, all right, Reynoso is in the blue corner. And he's not wearing blue except for gloves. But Dane Leslie in the red corner is wearing all red, so we'll be able to tell them apart.
Right.
I'm very happy on that. I'm very happy that we tell them apart. Norberto Tirado is watching.
And the ref in the corner, isn't his name?
Ernesto.
Ernesto and Norberto. Norberto's a friend of mine, too. Norberto, we give you a shout-out.
George, I don't think you know a single person. I think you just call them all friends because you're like a Mr. Rogers type of guy.
Thanks a lot. Jeez.
I think that's what it is. All right? I don't know none of them.
I don't mind being compared to a legend.
That's right. He is a legend.
All right, so if you want to call us live, 646-481-5354, you can call in and you'll be with us on Pug Life Chronicles.
All right, so we got Dane Leslie and we got a little bit of a height disparity syndrome going on. I believe Dane Leslie looks taller.
Dane Leslie with the red. Yeah, I think he is slightly taller.
All right, either that
and
or
Kelvin Reynoso might just be digging it. Kevin Reynoso hooks him with a
hooks
left.
Up with the hook.
Hooks up with a hook to the head of Dane Leslie.
Yeah. So Kelvin Reynoso wants to go on the inside and fight hard. And we're getting it. We're getting same thing, a boxer puncher versus an inside type fighter. And Kelvin Reynoso is coming forward with both hands and letting him swing.
And I'll tell you one thing, the punches that are coming through, Dave, are with a lot of bad intent.
Oh, right. And that hook is landing for him. So now we got to see if Dane Leslie can weather the storm, stay on the outside, and establish his jab. Right, and right now Kelvin Reynoso is walking forward with with no impunity. He's just like not getting hit, and he's coming in. And there we go. But Dane Leslie's keeping his stance and trying to keep his movement going. This is good. And here comes Reynoso again. Again with both hands. Getting on the inside and letting his hooks go. And hooks and uppercuts. And he's establishing his inside game. And Dane Leslie is having trouble getting that nice, comfortable distance where he can land his straight punches. But he is trying, folks. He is trying. Oh, this is good. And this is something, this is interesting. So what happened just now, I don't know if everybody saw it, but Dane Leslie came out with some soft jabs as if he's trying to establish his distance, and Reynoso went right over the hand, right over the soft lazy jab with the right hand. All right, so that's something interesting, and this is something that I would tell any fighter, any fighter. There's just so much noise in here. I don't know what they're yelling.
I don't know, but I think they're giving away stuff like always. Yeah. They're always throwing away stuff here. Yeah, that's
WTF. What is WTF? I can't hear myself think. All right. Anyway, this is I can't overtalk this guy. This guy's just too loud.
Wow.
He is loud.
Wow.
He is loud.
This is very loud in here.
Yes.
Nice gym, but very loud.
Yes.
All right, WTF, of course, out here in New York.
Right. All right, so just a pointer for all our puggers out there. All right.
Give him some pointers, Dave.
A couple times, Dane Leslie threw out some soft jabs. And, they were reaching, prodding, trying to see where he was kind of jabs, right? Because he was trying to establish a distance. You can see what he's thinking.
All right.
And then Kelvin Reynoso went right over the top with the right hands. And that's what you do. If somebody throws a soft jab, you throw a right hand right over it. You come right back and you come back hard. All right? That's a punishment. Okay?
One thing, Dave, I think it looks like Dane Leslie is getting checked out in the corner by the ring doctor.
Right.
Don't know if he has a broken nose. Maybe he's just bloody nose, but he's getting checked out, and they're going to determine whether he's going to be able to continue or not.
Right. And that doctor's put on the gloves and is touching him all over his face. So I don't know what's happening over there. All right,
so getting back to what we were saying earlier was about, please sharing the link because of you sharing, like you did back in the Rings Masters tournament, 3 of the young puggers of these boxers, amateurs, got picked up, and now they are professionals.
Right. And look at Dane Leslie. So it looked like Dane Leslie to me has kind of given up on his good stance and is trying to come inside and fight Kelvin Reynoso's game on the inside. He's throwing some body shots and throwing some nice straight shots too. So this is pretty interesting. Now Kelvin Reynoso, that's his game. He likes fighting inside. He showed that in the first round, and he's coming back. I don't know if Dane Leslie is going to win in this, although he has scored some really nice shots.
I think you know what it is.
Wow.
Dane Leslie right now is a little bit out of desperation because of getting checked out by the doctor, but now be put in the corner by Reynoso, and again gets hooked with a nice power hook, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just vicious, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is not a bad learning experience for Dane Leslie because he is fighting very well on the inside for a tall fighter, for somebody who keeps his stand.
Yes, but I think the thing about
he's going
this,
to get warned about his headbutt. Dane Leslie's coming forward with his head. He's probably not too used to fighting on the inside. He's coming in with his head, and he's absolutely headbutting.
I mean, also working the body now,
right?
Working the body and going back up on top.
Right. Wow, nice right hand left hook by Dane Leslie, and another left hook by Dane Leslie, of course, was answered by Kelvin.
And you know the range of these two guys is pretty decent, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, Kelvin Reynoso does some dipping and diving and lands hooks from the outside, George.
Good, boxing range. There's been nonstop action from round, from the beginning of the fight, from round one. Round two comes to a close. This is an enjoyable fight. All right, you can call us at 646-481-5354. You can call us if you want to commentate with us here live.
All right. So the round girl, as opposed to 2 round boys, she's trying to get some attention, George. She asked the crowd to start catcalling for her and getting some attention.
Trying to get the crowd to amp up a little bit.
Right. I think she's trying to show off the boys.
Yes.
Who were getting a lot of attention,
Yes.
The boys are sitting there all jealous and turning red. It happens sometimes. Alex and Arturo said, you boys are looking good with these power suits.
Well, thank you very much,
We give
Alexandra.
these suits this power.
Alexandra, thank you so much.
Arturo. Okay. So let's see the adjustment. So now, this is interesting. I see Dane establishing jabs, but he's throwing power jabs on the inside. He's fighting almost like a pro, like within punching range. He's staying in the box and throwing hard punches. He's giving up on establishing distance, and he's fighting from the inside. And Reynoso answers a headbutt with a headbutt. And Ernesto is telling these boys, stop headbutting each other. They're like billy goats. All right, Reynoso shows that he's happy on the inside.
And again, Reynoso working the body, pushing Dane around a little bit.
Oh, he threw an elbow in there.
Yes, he did.
You saw that,
did.
right?
He
You
did
saw
throw,
that.
yeah. Pushing him back to the ropes, and
Right.
Dane is just standing there.
Yeah.
What will be the key right now for him to get through, this? Because I tell you, Reynoso is a tough customer, Kelvin.
Right. Well, Reynoso, like the other inside fighters, he gets too square. And if Dane keeps his stance and fights on the inside like this, he has the advantage because Dane does not lose his stance in the inside, and he's throwing good punches. And you can really load up for that. When you square away like Reynoso's doing, your only punches are going to be, the power punches are going to be hooks. It's very hard to throw straight punches from the square stance and get leverage on them. You just don't train like that in the boxing gym.
Yeah, he's got to work on that.
Right.
He's too squared away, and if Dane had a little more experience, I tell you, right now Reynoso would be feeling a lot of those punches.
Absolutely. I tell you, they are really showing some stuff, and this is a great fight for Dane because he's learning so much. Whether he knows it or not, he's learning a lot. I give that to Reynoso. I think Dane took the second round, Reynoso took the first, and I think Reynoso took the third. So I have it for Reynoso, but you can see it doesn't matter what I have. And a shout out to Sherrod Collier, who says, let's go, Dane.
Yeah.
HBC, Hartford Boxing Club.
Yes, all right. So, again, that's why we ask you to share this. Now you understand. With Pug Life Chronicles, right, Dave? We showed them in the Ringmasters tournament. Right. The 3 gentlemen that got picked up, and who are those 3?
Yeah. We got Nikosi Solomon.
Right. Heavyweight.
Who won, yeah. Who
big
won
guy.
Yeah, big guy. He won the Ringmasters tournament. Also, I believe he won the National Golden Gloves.
Yep.
Right. So did Rashad Mati.
Rashad Mati.
Right. He won the National Golden Gloves and the
Ringmasters.
The Ringmasters. And Nikita, I don't think he won the Nationals, but he did win the Ringmasters.
Yes, he did.
Right. Nikita Ababi.
Yes. Nikita Ababi.
Ababi.
Yeah, Ababi.
Right.
Yeah.
Nikita.
So you can actually go back and look at these fighters. Now they got picked up by Eddie Hearns, and you know,
amazing.
Yeah, the amazing Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. So share the link so that way you're going to see some of these young guys here. You're going to be able to follow them in their careers.
Right.
And then
right.
you're going to see them go pro. Some of them will go pro.
Right. All right.
So Sam Clear is also watching.
Sam, is she clearly watching?
She's clearly watching.
Okay.
She's clear. Sam, you're clearly watching. Huh?
Right. Don't be clearly watching. Be clearly watching.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so you can call us in live at 646-481-5354.
If you'd like to say a couple of
words. If you'd like to say hello, or you like to say, give us a message, or you want to commentate. Yeah, if you're brave. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. We won't hurt you.
All right. Very interesting fight. Very interesting fight. What's up? Great fight. Okay.
Split decision.
All right. Okay. All right. Very close. Very close.
Very close, but Raymond Reynoso takes that one.
Right. And it's pretty interesting.
And I actually saw him winning that fight, Dave.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, I saw him winning it.
Right. But what's interesting, even that we saw it as he clearly won it, right?
Right.
And it was still a split decision. That shows you something. Those inside fighters, they're not really programmed for the amateur boxing game.
Right.
You know?
And how is that?
Because the judges can't see all the punches you land on the inside. So you don't get credit for all those punches that you land.
I don't know. I see them. We're standing right here. We're sitting right here in front of the ring.
I mean, but I'm telling you, even we're not seeing all the punches. Even we're not seeing all the punches. Even if you take a look at those two, if you say who landed the clearly more pronounced punches, I would say Daniel did. Dane Leslie.
Dane Leslie.
Dane landed the more clearer, convincing punches.
Okay.
But it looked like Reynoso landed more. You know?
I don't know if you guys saw it differently. You can tell us out here and call us in or write it in.
You're not going to get credit. I'm telling you time and time again, you're not going to get credit for all that work you do on the inside. And if you're landing body punches, you might not get credit for it too in the amateurs. That's how the judging goes. All right. We got Sweatbox in the house. Sweatbox in the red corner. That's Jose Feliciano. Is that the name of a singer?
Yes.
Feliz Navidad, right?
Yes, that's the guy.
Yeah. Can you sing that for me?
Absolutely not.
Feliz Navidad.
Absolutely not.
Feliz Navidad.
Oh, gosh.
Something año. Y felicidad.
All right.
All right. Waldemar. I like that name. Waldemar. Oh my God! And they did it to us again, George. They put the red
blue gloves with the red outfit and red gloves with the blue shorts.
Oh my God! We're gonna have to go by names.
They're gonna kill us. Yeah, they're killing us.
They're crunching us up. This guy's wearing red and he's in the blue corner. It's confusing. The other guy's wearing blue and he's in the red corner. All right. At least they got the headgears right and the gloves. All right. So these two match up well in height.
All right, Jose Feliciano with the red gloves and red headgear.
Right. And Jose Feliciano looks very comfortable in stance. He's holding his front hand low.
And Santos. Oh, we got a
Right.
call.
Right.
Call from.
Let's see.
All right, we got a call.
Jay.
Hello, welcome to Pug Life Chronicles. This is your host, George Zayas. Who am I speaking with?
Hello.
Yes. Who am I speaking with?
Yeah. Just wanted to comment.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right.
Lower your audio there in the because you're gonna hear it. And you're gonna get confused.
All right.
You gotta lower your audio, buddy.
Okay. So we got. Meanwhile, Jose
Hello?
Feliciano is in the black jersey, and you can tell
Yeah.
Jose Feliciano.
Okay, you gotta
by his
lower your
stance.
volume.
All right. So what's his comment? Get his
I'm not
comment
sure.
first,
What do
man.
you like to comment on?
Oh no, well he was just saying about the inside fighters, all those punches being thrown.
Right.
We're not being able to see them. I actually had to fight the same way he did.
Okay. Thank you.
And what do you mean by exactly how he did? Did you have it as a?
Because it's kind of true when the judges can't really see the clean punches being landed in the inside game with the punches being thrown at a different angle. That does kind of give the disadvantage to the more inside fighter.
Absolutely. It happens all the time. In the pro game, it's different because you're trying to hurt the person and you're trying to wear them down. But in an amateur fight, very, very hard to.
But they do have some good fights here today.
Absolutely.
And thank you. What is your name, sir?
All right, take care.
What's your name, sir?
All right.
Okay, he ended the call. I'm not sure who that was, but thank you for calling in.
I think we're going to take the calls in between the rounds from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to take it.
Yeah, but there's a delay, so
Right,
they're not sure.
Because we're missing out on the commentating. So we're going to take the calls in between rounds now.
All right, so Jose Rivera, thank you. HBC fighting on this. I'm not sure. Is it? Are they? Yes, they
Arthur
are.
Buck.
Yes, they are.
Right, yeah.
They are.
And they're fighting right now, as a matter of fact.
Yes, they are.
Right. Waldemar Santos is from the blue corner, but he's wearing red. His headgear is blue, and his gloves are blue. And he's representing Hartford Boxing Club. And Jose Feliciano is from Sweatbox Boxing Club. That's in Brooklyn. Okay.
All right.
All right. So Jose Feliciano out of Sweatbox. He's if you look, he's got a nice, comfortable stance. He's very comfortable on his feet, and he's a good boxer. He's not just a novice boxer. He looks really good, really comfortable, understanding distance, and landing punches from different angles.
And who are you referring to? Is that
Well, that's Jose Feliciano.
Feliciano.
Right.
Okay,
The
I'm getting
black
confused
jersey.
because of the.
Yeah. Because of the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jose with the red.
Right. Now, Waldemar from
Waldemar
Hartford Boxing,
Santos.
right, is your straight-up novice fighter. He wants to throw a lot of punches. He's got both hands up. He's trying to keep in his stance. He's throwing jabs, not quite understanding that you have to establish distance with his jab. He's using his jab as an entry point and coming in and throwing whatever punches he can. Meanwhile, Jose Feliciano is putting on a show with his footwork. Moving left, moving right, going inside, going outside, tying up on the inside, and picking his points to jab. And cheating a little bit with a little bit of wrestling, pulling his head down, slipping to the side. Those are good pro-type moves by Jose Feliciano. All right. Wow, look at Waldemar. Waldemar lands a couple of nasty hooks to the body.
Right to the body, yeah. Connecting.
And that shows his noviceness because he landed those good hooks to the body and then come up with nothing to the head, And now he's trying to, because he landed those two good hooks to the body, he's trying to come back to the body again from the outside. You have to jab your way in. You have to. And Jose Feliciano is fighting lefty now. And
Yeah, I
we've seen
saw
it.
that. He
Yeah,
did. He
right?
switched up.
He switched up. He did the Terrence Crawford on him. All right. Okay. All right, so now we got the round boys going into the ring. And they're not getting as much yelling as the girls, you know. I don't know why. They're looking pretty good. They're looking in shape. They got their bow ties on. I'm a big fan of the bow ties. All right, so we got Owen Ortiz who says, let's go. Owen Ortiz, thank you. Jose Rivera says, thanks, guys. He's from Team Hartford Boxing. All right. And Jose, I think your guy is not winning, meaning Waldemar, but I'm telling you, he's getting a good boxing lesson today, and there's only one way you're going to do it, because Jose Feliciano is definitely a good boxer, and it's showing him something. This is how you learn.
Right.
You know, so absolutely kudos to Waldemar for coming in and really letting it go. And Waldemar is trying to let his hands go. He's novice, but he's full of energy.
And Waldemar's trying to pin Feliciano on the ropes, and,
right.
and he just slips right out.
Right, but he's doing a good job of letting his hands go, Waldemar is.
Again, good foot movement by Jose Feliciano. Waldemar staying on the outside.
Absolutely. And this is what I'm talking about, George, when you're talking about establishing a jab. Jose Feliciano doesn't really have that quick of a jab, but from the outside, he establishes some distance. And when I say establish a jab, you got to hit the person with the jab, your opponent with the jab, and not get hit back.
Right.
That's really establishing a good jab. And I like Waldemar. He took him down and threw some hooks to the body. That shows some vigor and some creativity. Not legal, but who cares? He's fighting. And Waldemar is coming in. I think Waldemar could be winning this round.
I don't know about that. I see Jose Feliciano.
Stop raining on the man's parade, George. He's winning this round.
I don't know how you guys see it out there. I see it. I see Jose moving around, popping his shots, then moving around again. You see him there doing the same thing.
His jab's too soft.
It is, but he's connecting. It doesn't matter. He's connecting. He is connecting again.
I'll give Waldemar credit for coming in.
I see Jose is getting tired. But I see, that's exactly what I was going to say right there. You see Jose getting a little tired, and Waldemar still going.
I'm giving Jose no credits for these pity-pat punches in round number 3. Waldemar is throwing haymakers and landing with like 1 or 2 out of 10. Good jab by Waldemar. Good right hand. I'll give him and a spin. Do you see the spin, George? The missing spin. That's exciting, folks. That is exciting. Let's give Waldemar round 3. I like it. I'm giving him round 3.
All right, so we got Owen Ortiz watching. Thank you so much, Owen, for watching us. Jay Spence is also watching.
Jay Spence.
Yes. We also have.
I heard they call him Big Money Spence because he's a money spender.
Oh.
He's a baller. Jay Spence.
Then we have Cesar Velez from Hartford Boxing. Thank you very much for joining us here. Hey, and Jose says that Waldemar is so much better than this. Better than what he's seeing this evening.
But you don't know.
Yeah, we don't know
right.
what the referees how the referees saw it.
Right, and absolutely, and you know what? You could be better against the same fighters. That's why you need to fight, because you could be better against one fighter, another fighter, and get used to him in the gym, and then see something totally different. I mean, Jose Feliciano showed some great footwork. He showed that left to right, Terrence Crawford type switching. He showed he was establishing a jab and establishing distance. You know, he came out of the sweatbox. I'm starting to see that sweatbox has some really nice fighters coming out of there.
Yes, they do.
You know.
And we've seen them in the tournament. We've seen them throughout, this year.
You know.
Great job.
Yeah, absolutely.
That they're doing there at Sweatbox.
I hear it's very hot in there.
Yeah, it's a Sweatbox, man.
Oh, yeah. I heard that.
All right, so we go up to with Sonia with the official announcement.
Okay. Jose Feliciano.
And there you go. Jose pulls it off.
And Jose did some really nice boxing. He's a novice, but you could see that when he turns into an open fighter with that experience under his belt, he's going to be a really good fighter.
Absolutely.
Sonia Lamanakis. No, I think there's a Lamana in there. Lamanakis.
Lamanakis.
How about I knock you out? Lamana knocks you out. But she does everything.
All right, you can call us here at 646-481-5354. 646. No, they can call and they're just going to have to wait till in between rounds and then we'll comment with them.
Right. Okay.
But you can call us this evening and you'll be able to chat with us and we'll be able to talk some boxing.
Right.
Now, again, share the link. You saw some of the boxers that we had on this tournament, right? With the Ring Masters tournament that we covered earlier in the year.
We have a mission.
Yes, we do.
Right? And it's to give these young amateur boxers a platform.
Yes.
So they could be seen.
Yes.
Maybe other eyes could see them. They could see themselves. You know, the coaches could see them. Maybe you don't agree with our commentary. We couldn't care a lick. Maybe it'll help the boxer. Maybe you'll see what I see. Maybe the coaches will see it. Maybe the boxer will see it.
Right.
Or maybe you just disagree with us and prove us wrong.
Right.
By doing better.
Right.
We're good with all that. All right.
That's okay.
That's okay.
But one of the things, Jason Castillon says, "What's up, fellas? What's up, Jason? Thank you for joining us. Share the link. Share the link." Brian Driscoll says, "What's up, Dave?"
Hey, Brian Driscoll.
Yeah.
Brian Driscoll is eating.
And then our genius, Arson, right? She wants to know what bout is this?
It's the one that's coming up next. That's what bout it is. All right, pay attention.
Make sure you guys are cheering and clapping for the
And we got Jason.
Right.
What is his name again? Castellon? Jason Castellon? Castillon.
And we're pronouncing your name wrong. We apologize in advance. You can call us and correct us.
We don't really care how we pronounce your name. All right, let's see what we got. Red corner, blue corner. Oh,
yes.
These guys look very familiar. Okay. We got Lissandro Masonette. No. This is Devon Stevens.
No, Devon Stevens, with the red gloves from John's Gym.
Oh, we've seen him. He's the lefty Tommy Hearns-like fighter.
Yes.
We've seen him before. And Tair James from Semper Fit Boxing Club. And you look at Tair in the blue corner.
The blue gloves.
With the blue gloves, right. And that's how we're going to go. We're going to go by red gloves, blue gloves. So Devon's in the red gloves, and Devon, you notice, has a disciplined stance. He's been fighting for a while. He's in the novice division, but it's probably time for him to come out of that.
I tell you one thing, though. He looked a little tight when he first started here, the first few seconds of the round.
Right. So we got the lefty-righty conundrum going on. Devon Stevens in the red. He's got the red stripe, too, if you answer. And he's throwing some nasty punches, Devon is. And Tair James, this is 152. And Tair James has that interesting style. He's from the outside. He moves his head. He can fight from the outside and the inside, you could see. He's got a nice little bop to him. I like it. Sometimes people say you could time that, but I like his bop because he knows how to punch out of it. He's setting up.
What are you talking about, Devon?
No, Tair James. Yeah,
okay.
Tair James has that left-right thing going on. He's got that little bit of
And what is he wearing? Tair James. He's got a do-rag?
Yeah, I think he's got long hair.
Oh,
so
okay,
he's got it covered up.
All right, smothering his punches on the inside now.
Right. And that's interesting. Lefty-righty conundrum.
All right, so this is the fifth bout of the evening. We have 11 scheduled bouts this evening, Dave. And
okay. What bout are we on? Number 5, right?
Number 5, yeah. So
number 5.
We're a little less than halfway through the program, so you guys will be able to watch some more here on Pug Life Chronicles.
Right.
We ask you to share the link. Also, if you'd like to commentate with us either on Facebook Live or you can actually call us in. Well, I think we're pioneers in this right now.
Right.
You can actually call us in.
We're not good at it. We gotta find out when to talk to you.
No, we just have to have them on standby. But 646-481-5354, you can call us in. This is all new. Nobody's done this in boxing, not even in professional boxing. You can't call in. you can call in on
Right.
Pug Life Chronicles.
And we're doing it.
Yes, we're doing
We're
it.
giving it a shot.
We're giving it a shot. All right.
right.
Round
Let's
number
go.
2 with
Round
Devon Stevens from John's Gym in the Bronx
Right.
and Tahir James from Semper Fit Boxing Club. I don't know where that is.
Right. And what I'm saying about Tahir James is I like he's got a little bob to the left and right. I mean, I'm not going to compare him to Jersey Joe Walcott, but Jersey Joe Walcott had that kind of left and right style, and what he would do is he'd fool you with it. Sometimes he'd load up with a punch. Sometimes he'd slip around. So Tahir James has his own style, and I like it. Meanwhile, Devon Stevens in the gray jersey is a stand-up, straight-up guy, and he's got to figure out how to establish his jab. If you got that height, he's kind of flailing with his jab. He's not establishing it, all right? So that's going to be the theme of tonight, establishing your jab. When you establish your jab, that means that you're hitting the guy at the distance you want. Oh, my God.
Wow.
What a swing.
A swing by Devon. Devon
Wow.
missing with that one.
Right.
Gets caught by Tahir James.
Right,
Tahir capitalized on that miss.
right. Look at that.
And it seemed like Devon was trying to set up a trap before, but you know what?
Right.
Tahir's just been, hanging with him and doing what he's got to do and working.
And you see the rhythm he's got that Tahir James has?
Yes, he does.
It's an unorthodox, it's a little bob to the left and right rhythm. It's really interesting to watch. It almost looks like he's going to switch
Yes,
stances.
I was just about to point that out. It looks like he's going to go from conventional to orthodox, but you know what? He just, he's I don't know. He's confusing.
Yeah, he is. And he's slipping Devon Stevens' punches. And Devon is actually doing better on the inside, landing double hooks, where Devon should be establishing his jab from the outside.
And it looks like Devon has the longer reach,
Right,
but not being able to capitalize. And then he capitalized when you said on the inside.
right. And finally,
A nice 3-punch combination by
yeah.
Devon.
3-piece. So you don't just get him at KFC.
No,
Yeah,
a
you get him at
3-piece. Yeah, that's right.
WTF.
A WTF through Pug Life Chronicles. All right, so again, if you want to call us, the number is 646-481-5354. You could talk to us and commentate with us live.
Right.
Let me see, any shout-outs here? No, I guess not. Oh, yeah, we got a shout-out here.
got a
Dave,
shout-out.
you're gonna have to help me out with this one, man.
All right.
Shamashud,
Shamashad Shabakovic.
yes. He gives us a bunch of
Savakovic.
thumbs up.
Shabakovic.
Thank you so much.
I like that name.
It
Shabakovic.
sounds like a boxing name, right?
Yeah.
Savakovic. How do you say it? Savakovic?
Shabakovic.
Savakovic.
Shabakovic. I don't care if I'm saying it right or wrong. That's what happened when you lose some teeth. You spit them out. You go.
Savakovic. All right. So again, share the link. We got, like I said, three of our guys got picked up that you saw here on
Right.
Pug Life Chronicles during
Right.
earlier this year. Signed in with Eddie Hearns. Okay, round number 2, Devon Stevens
Right.
from John's Gym
Right.
with the red gloves.
And this is
And Tyler James
And again with Devon
with the blue.
Stevens, he there he goes. He establishes the nice 1-2, and you got to establish that jab. And look at this. And who's establishing distance now is definitely Tahir James. He is comfortable walking in. He's walking in smoothly with no fear of Devon Stevens' jab. And he's making his move when he wants. He's going to dip to the left or the right and punch. Look at that. A very, very, very interesting fight. And it's this whole fight is an adjustment to an adjustment to an adjustment.
Right.
Back and forth.
I agree.
I really like the chess match that's being played here.
Wish you guys were here closely to see this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's different when you're watching it at TV.
Right. And Devon Stevens did land a jab there. And I tell you, I like to see this guy, Tahir James, switch from righty to lefty and back because he's got all the moves. Right, George? I mean, he's got the lead-ins to it, right?
Absolutely. I like that.
Yeah. I think he should learn how to box lefty as well.
And, we've seen that with a lot of younger boxers now,
Right.
changing from conventional and orthodox. And you see that a lot more now. And you know what? I think it makes for a better boxer.
Yeah, it does. It just allows you to adapt.
You have different looks. Your
Right.
opponent's going to look at 2 different people.
And the queen, Cassie O'Connor, is the referee on this fight. And there's a three-piece landed by Devon.
Yeah, Devon catching Tahir James. Excellent bout.
Right.
And, excellent bout by these two guys.
That's a toss-up with me.
Yeah.
A few shout-outs, George?
Yeah, we got Eric White. Says, great job with this, guys. Watching boxing on a flight to Detroit.
He's in the air.
Are you Eric White?
How can you do that?
Are you?
Can you do that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think he might be on the airport waiting for the flight.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. All right, we got Joseph Torres.
On air. He might have had a couple of drinks to cure his fear of the flights.
Yeah, really.
That's what I gather.
That's what you get.
He's flying high, but he's not in the plane.
And you can tell that by his name, just by a comment that was made on Facebook,
right?
By Eric White.
I'm telling you,
Eric, what's going on, buddy?
Eric, are you really on a plane? All right, come on, man.
All right, so please share the link here, Pug Life.
Right.
You saw some of the guys get picked up by Eddie Hearns, and now they are pros.
Eric White says he's got Wi-Fi on Delta.
Oh, Wi-Fi on Delta.
Wow,
that's nice.
Technology is up there.
Yes. While you're watching us, thank you. Yes. Subscribe to our channel here. Give us a like and a follow.
Get us an extra bag of peanuts, all right? Because usually people don't eat the peanuts. I hate the pretzels.
Right.
Love the peanuts.
Right.
Same. All right.
Okay.
And does anybody have any idea who won? Because I cannot tell you who won this fight.
I'll tell you, from what I saw, I think I saw Tahir James take this fight.
Really?
Yeah, that's the way I saw it.
I don't know. I saw Devon Stevens landing with a few three pieces, and I kind of leaning towards Devon Stevens right now.
We'll see. I mean, might be a split decision. We'll see.
I might be. Well, it's got to be a split decision.
Let's go up to Sonia. See what the official announcement is.
Lamanakis is the name.
Lamanakis, yes. Sonia Lamanakis.
Okay, we were wrong on a split decision. Okay. All right.
And you called it.
I just leaned towards it. Devon Stevens. Now, Tahir James, whoever knows Tahir James out there, tell him to go look at Jersey Joe Walcott. Old black and white films. Jersey Joe Walcott. All right? Take a look at that guy. Study that fighter. He had those side moves. You know what I mean? Side moves. Very interesting.
Yes, absolutely. One of the greats back in the day.
One of the greats.
Yes, and now we have the 6th bout. We have 11 bouts scheduled this evening. This is the 6th bout coming up. We have Lisandro Masonette from Hartford Boxing Center at 152 pounds novice.
Right.
And George, who's that? Villela. Yeah, wait a minute.
Villela.
We saw him fight at Gleason's recently.
Right, and I think we might have saw Masonette too. I don't know. This is a tournament, so we've probably seen these guys before. We just don't remember anything because we're shot. We've seen too many fights.
We've seen a lot of these gentlemen get in the ring.
We're taking punches out here.
Yes.
Honestly.
All right. So, again, share the link so that way other people can watch just like you.
Yes.
And it's going to be good.
Yep.
Watch these guys get developed.
All right.
And Joe says, let's go Jorge. For Jorge Villela, George.
Right. And what gym does he train out of?
It says unattached. Joe, do you know what gym? What gym?
Do you know what gym? All right, and Jorge is the shorter one. We're going to go with the height disparity syndrome going on over here and the color of the gloves.
Joe says he's from a boxing family. George is from a boxing family, so that's why he's unattached.
Right, he probably goes to all the gyms and is attached to all of them.
Yeah.
But you can't say attached to all of them, so you have to say unattached.
But he says Huntington Academy of Boxing.
Boxing Academy, right?
Yeah.
An academy. I like that.
All right, so Lisandro is in with the red gloves, all black and red. And George is with the blue, the white headgear.
Right. All right. So Masonette is tall, and Masonette is trying to win this height disparity by establishing the jab and staying at the end of it. And Masonette has the right idea because, well, he came rushing in that time. Well, he's staying on the outside, trying to stay away from George or Jorge, which I don't know which one we're going to go with.
Yeah, we'll go with George.
Right. So George just landed a good overhand right.
And another one.
Right. And
But I
now
think
he's
that
on
one
the
hit the
inside.
gloves, though.
Yeah. And on the inside, let's see if he could use his advantage of being shorter on the inside. That's what you got to do. You got to get in there. He ate a jab right there, ate a right hand. Mason is landing with some nice long punches. The height disparity syndrome in effect for the tall guy. Whoa. George got in there and landed a good right hand to the body. All right, there we go.
And Lissandro keeping George at bay with
Right.
those jabs.
Right. But that's also by choice, George, because what George is doing is he switched to lefty. George is staying on the outside on purpose and trying to follow punches back. Good body shot by Mason
Yes.
Ed.
Wow.
Oh, that hurt me.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. That was a good sharp punch
Oh, what a nice combination.
by George.
by George.
Right. And a body shot. Oh, that hurt me, too. Oh, my
And
goodness.
another one.
Right.
Nice hook to the head.
Right.
George did.
Right, and now George is winning this height disparity syndrome by coming in when he wants, and when he comes in, he lands these punches.
Well, right there, they just smothered themselves there. But Lissandro was
Right.
fighting back.
Yeah.
Didn't get.
This-
There were no clean
Oh,
punches in that
this
exchange.
is
But
great.
wow.
This is great. All right. Do we have any?
So Joe says he's part of his boxing family.
And he's a shifter. What do you mean?
North
he
and south.
He drives manual. What's a north and south? I don't understand.
All right. He says Jason says these guys in there are easy work. I don't know what you mean by that.
I don't know. Jason probably has his own guy, and he thinks it's easy work for his own guy. We don't know what you're saying.
All right. Call us in, 646-481-5354. You can call us
Right.
and speak to us live. Joe says he's a southpaw. That's what he means by that.
Oh, all right. We got it.
And then Jason says he should have been in this tournament but got injured.
All right.
And he says that, I think,
right.
and Joe says that George is orthodox.
Okay. I got you.
All right, awesome.
All right.
Good fight. Yes,
Yes,
Joel Morero,
very
thank you
good
for joining
fight.
us on Pug Life Chronicles. And
Yes. And this is good. And this is, the theme of the night is when there's height disparity, can the taller person establish a jab and establish distance? And right now, you just saw Lissandro Masonette come in with jabs, but he gives up his height when he comes in with jabs. Why? He steps forward and comes right into the range of Jorge. And but he did land some good punches there, and he landed a good right hand. Now Jorge has to basically negotiate this term. And Jorge's back to lefty, right? And is he going to get in? And Jorge is, look at that. And I like what Jorge's doing. He's throwing these jabs that are not really meant to land, but just get into the eyes of Masonette to distract him for a second so that Jorge could come in.
good job.
And it's pretty interesting how Jorge's trying to do this. And Masonette,
Jorge is tough, man.
yeah, Masonette is doing the right thing. As a taller person, he's staying on the outside. Only thing is his jab. He comes in with his jab. So if you come forward, you're going to come into Jorge's realm.
Nice hook by Masonette there.
Yeah. And Masonette is winning this round because Masonette is landing punches. And Jorge just isn't.
Oh,
Good right hand by Masonette.
and George coming in like he's stalking him.
Absolutely.
Trying not to give any room, and he's trying to cut off the ring.
Right. He's cutting it off. He's just got to get in there, and he's got to land punches.
Right,
George
and he's
does.
not.
Yeah,
They're
he's
not clean punches.
Right, and Masonette has landed a few from the outside, giving Masonette this round. What do you think, George?
I say the same
Okay.
because the punches that I'm seeing are cleaner from Masonette. They're not as, I don't think the volume is not there as much, but they're cleaner punches. George is just they're not really connecting. I think he's busy, but it's just not connecting clean punches.
Right. All right. So we got the adjustment made. Masonette definitely adjusted to George's style and won that round. I think, what did did we give George the first round?
Yeah, George got the first round.
All right.
And looks like Masonette might have came back the second round and taken it. So
that's the way we see it.
That's the way we see it. We don't know because we're seeing one angle.
Right.
You guys probably have a better view than we do.
Yeah, watching both angles.
Yeah, so you let us know and let us know who you think is winning this fight. All right, who's fighting tonight? Do you guys have a bout sheet fight card? Yeah, Johnny Delaney is asking about that. Sharad Collier says, let's go Masonette. And Alexandria Arturo says, when is Joel fighting? Joel's fighting the 10th bout. This is the 6th bout of the evening.
Right.
So we have 11 bouts. I'm sorry to Johnny. Johnny,
we can't show you our fight card.
We can't show you the fight card, unfortunately, because we don't have that technology to do it right now because we're in the middle of this. We get the fight card at the last minute. All right.
Right.
Round number 3.
All right, and let's see. Jorge's making adjustment to adjustment, and he's got to come in there. He's got to come in hard.
And whoever wins this round wins the fight.
In our humble opinion.
Yes, and I agree. I see Masonette. Masonette, connecting from the outside. All right, Masonette with the 1-2, right?
Yeah. Missed, but through the 1-2. All right, so George is trying to give angles, and he's coming in, but he's just not reaching Masonette. And that's when you have this height disparity syndrome. If you're the shorter person, you have to get inside. You just have to get inside more to land the punches. And he's just not comfortable anymore coming in. But I'll tell you what, Masonette is not landing with his punches at all. He's throwing from the outside, but he's not landing. George just landed with a couple of...
and George was fighting from the outside there just momentarily and was able to connect.
Right. And you see Masonette is not comfortable. You see his stance just falling apart, George?
Yeah, he's falling apart. He's squaring off a little bit, connects there with the body shot. But Jorge's still sitting on the... put him on the ropes. He's putting Masonette on the ropes, but not really doing anything with it.
Right, but I think he's landed just a couple more punches than Masonette is.
Yeah, in this round, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I see Jorge winning this round so far. I don't know if Masonette is running out of gas, connects with a body punch, follows up with a headshot, but
he's definitely running out of stance because his stance is not there. And they're trying to pull out. Each one is trying to pull out the round.
And that was the end of that round. How did you guys see it? Tell us how you saw that bout.
And how are you seeing in general? Do you wear contacts? Do you wear glasses? Do you drive when you shouldn't because your vision's impaired? Let us know what you're seeing. All right.
Anywho, all right, let's get back to talking about boxing.
Oh, we got a new person. We got some new people here.
Oh, yeah, Marvin Valle says Sweatbox Brooklyn in the house. That's right. Sweatbox is in the house, definitely in the house. Who else is on there?
Johnny Delaney.
Well, we shouted him out before. He says if either one goes to the body, they'll win the round. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see what happens. But anyway, if you want to call us in, 646-481-5354. And you can talk to us live. You can also comment on Facebook.
We want your comments. If you see something that we don't see or we're not reporting to you, feel free, put it in. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Right? And he was saying body shots. And let's talk about body shots for a second. For most amateur fighters,
right?
Like the body shots aren't counted as much.
Right.
And then you have to learn how to throw a hard body shot to make a difference. If you throw a hard body shot, you can bring the guy's hands down to connect to the head. But a lot of these amateur boxers don't throw good body shots,
All right, let's go to Sonia Lamanakis to see who won this bout this evening.
Okay. Red corner, blue corner. Okay, I'm good with that.
Your winner, boxing out of the blue corner, Jorge Vallejo.
And we said that Jorge might have pulled it off because he was the busier in the third round.
Right. he landed in the third round, and Mason Net didn't. Mason Net, I would say won the second round easily, because he was landing, and he established his distance. Right?
How did you guys see it out there in Facebook land? Let us know.
Right, and we're talking about the height disparity syndrome.
And Joe agreed with that, by the way.
Right, Joe's on the money.
Yeah, Joe's
on the money. If we're on the money, Joe's on the money.
Yes.
Joe, send us some money.
Yes, show us the money.
Because you're on the money. All right?
All right.
Give us some of that money. Share
and he
with
says
us.
Good work to George.
All right, good work.
All right, so this is the 7th bout of the evening coming up this evening.
And let's give a quick shout out to all these refs, judges, and Sonia and Ray Quadrado. Because
absolutely. From USA Boxing,
yeah,
right?
They're doing this for free or for pennies, all right?
Right.
Like the hours they put in and the money they get, if that ever got reported to the government,
the government will owe them money.
Yeah. It would be like breaking of labor laws. You know, they would be all right.
That's
if
right.
they were children, they would be like child labor laws. You cannot do what these guys do. You cannot do it. You know, they work for free. They work for nothing.
All right, so
just like
this is the 7th bout of the evening, and into the ring on the red corner. You see there in your far part of the screen is Esteban Noyola from Mendez Boxing Club. This is 165.
Oh, my man right there.
Yeah, and that's Giovanni Daly, right?
Daly's coach, Greg Arden.
Yes.
Arden Sweet Science. And Daly was so exciting. We thought he was an open fighter, but he's novice. He must have been boxing in the crib or something like that.
And we saw Giovanni the last time fighting out of Gleason's gym, right?
No, yeah, we saw him in Gleason's gym. Yeah. He's out of Arden Sweet Science.
Right, but I'm just saying we saw him the last time was at Gleason's
gym. Yeah.
And these men are 165 pounds.
Right.
This is going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
And Giovanni Daly was grease lightning. And here's what we're talking about. This might be one of your guys who's coming up.
Oh, this is really fast now.
Right.
Fast-paced fight.
And
Esteban Noyola with the red and Giovanni Daly with the blue.
And we got the inside-outside fighting going on. And even though they're the same height, Esteban wants to come in, and he's throwing bombs.
Yes, Noyola pinning Giovanni Daly to the ropes, throwing bombs, going for the body attack.
Right.
And Giovanni Daly trying to fight off the ropes, connecting with a few. And I see Esteban moving around, and Daly hooks in with an uppercut, catches Esteban with an uppercut. Esteban still fighting from the outside, smothering his punches. The referee breaks him up. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
But Esteban also now being, stalking Giovanni Daly, pitting him against the ropes again in the corner. Esteban again just wailing away on Giovanni. But I don't see a lot of
punches being landed, right?
Yeah, not really effective punching, and as I say that, Giovanni Daly actually connects with a body punch of his own.
Right, but I tell you what those punches are doing, they're stopping Daly from really punching, and they're taking away some of his speed.
He's being smothered, yes.
And that's a good idea because Daly is grease lightning on the outside. And Daly's throwing some nice elbows to try to get some room. You can see anytime Daly gets some room, he's landing with that speed.
And Daly looking for some room, not finding much because Esteban is just smothering him the whole time.
Right. Now, this is exciting. But when Daly gets an inch of daylight, he looks like he lands those punches, right?
Yes, and they're clean punching. Like right there, Esteban did not connect, being the busier fighter. And I'll tell you what, down the stretch, if this continues to go, I think Esteban's going to tire himself out, and that's when Giovanni was going to take advantage.
Wow.
And at the bell, Giovanni connects with a nice right hook to the head, or straight right, to the head, and scores on the bell.
I gave Esteban Noyola that first round because he came forward. He came with the game plan.
Yes, he did.
He knew who he was fighting.
Yes, he did.
He tried to keep him on the ropes. He tried to keep him smothered.
He might have seen Giovanni on Pug Life before and studied him,
right,
and came with a game plan here to fight him this evening.
Absolutely. They don't want that guy moving around because Giovanni Daly is greased lightning. He is fast. You know how fast he is? Think of a fast person. he's faster. All right?
The Flash.
You got faster. All right?
Oh, faster than Flash? I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
that.
All right. All right, so we got
that Flash guy. That's all effects. That's all movie effects.
Yeah,
This
there
guy's
you go.
faster.
Omar Martinez says, Vamos, Gio. Let's go, Gio.
All right.
That's what he's saying.
Let's see what we got. And Loyola comes out the same way. He's coming out strong. Look, and Redbeard is having, that's our referee, Redbeard there. He's having trouble staying out of these guys' way.
Yeah, this is a fast-paced fight. I'm sorry. And then, again, Esteban smothering Giovanni on the corner again.
Yeah.
Giovanni trying to fight some room. And, again, Redbeard breaks them up.
Right.
I think he's giving a warning. I'm not sure what that warning was. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I think he says be quiet because he's talking smack. You know, these guys talk to each other in there, you know? They're
Okay.
talking a little smack.
And Esteban trying to connect with the
Right. And
an
I'll tell you
uppercut.
what, Esteban is pushing, but I don't see crisp punches coming from Esteban.
No, they're not. A lot of them are landing on the gloves and on the forearms and arms of Giovanni Daly.
Right.
And again, on the arms, those are arm shots.
Right. And Giovanni needs to get some room. He's pushing out with his elbow, which is illegal, but I don't blame him because Esteban is pushing in with his shoulder. So, what the hey?
Yeah, well, you know, the thing about Esteban also, he's pushing him with his head. He's pushing Giovanni with his head. He's just keeping him on the ropes, keeping him on the corner. And again, nice combination right there by Giovanni Daly.
Right. But Daly's falling into the trap because he's not moving when he's got some space, George.
Yeah, he's got to punch, especially when he gets that space.
Yeah, he's got to move his feet.
And he just stood there waiting for Esteban to come in.
Right.
I don't know if he's comfortable on the ropes. Catches Esteban with a nice uppercut off the ropes.
Right.
He's like, staying on the ropes, actually.
He's like Sugar Ray Leonard fighting Duran in fight number 1. He's fighting Duran's fight, trying to beat Duran at his own fight. This is exciting. They are letting him go in there.
Esteban trying to connect, just connecting more to the gloves and to the elbows of Giovanni Daly.
Right. And I don't know. I disagree with Giovanni's
tactics
and his decisions.
Right.
He should have kept his feet moving. He should have won that round easy. Right now, I don't know if he won that round. He might be down 2 rounds to 1.
He should have been slipping, especially when he's on those ropes. Slip out of that.
He's fast.
Follow up with, maybe a couple jabs, and then try to find some space and room, and then connect with.
What do you call them? Pelotas?
No, pelotas. Pelotas are balls.
Oh.
No.
Don't move your pelotas. What do you call your feet?
Pies.
Pies. Move your pies.
Or piernas.
Piernas.
Yes.
That's why I got it confused. Move your feet, man. You are fast. You are slick. Move your feet and move your hands. Do not lay on the ropes. That was a bad tactical decision by Giovanni Daly, who I really enjoy. And he showed some of his novice qualities. You don't fight the other man's fight. If that's not your fight, don't fight it.
All right, starting again, Esteban again smothering in.
Right.
Catching Giovanni Daly on the body. But not a lot of it's not clean and crisp. And now it looks like Giovanni might have hurt us because he moved around a little bit. There he is. He's moving. Well, that's exactly. But it might be too little too late because this is the last round. This is third and final round.
I'll tell you what. Greg Arden probably told him, you better move.
There you go.
Yeah.
And he's connecting now. Esteban hit him with an elbow earlier in that exchange.
Right. And Esteban comes in with his head and he leans forward. But now Esteban threw some crisp punches right there.
He did. He caught him with a couple of straights, jabs. And Giovanni looking for space, pushes him with his shoulder, winds up connecting with a 3-punch combination.
Wow.
Gets an ace count for Esteban.
Right.
And Giovanni Daly gets the 8 count.
And he's all happy. And he's
happy about getting that 8 count against Esteban.
He's too emotional and he's leans forward Daly too much. I see the noviceness now.
And now he's got emotional, connects with a nice 2-punch combination, comes up with an uppercut.
Right. And gets pushed against the ropes again. Let's see what Giovanni can do.
Well, you know what?
Let's see what Esteban could do.
I think Esteban's got to.
And look at Redbeard. He gets pinned in the corner.
Esteban's got to keep him in the corner there. But you know what? Giovanni Daly is staying in the corner. Unfortunately, catches him with a nice hook, a nice right hook.
And Esteban is trying to keep it close and stay inside.
All right, so I don't know what Javon Daly did before when he was moving around. Now he's staying against the ropes again, so he's fighting against Esteban's fight.
Right. He is absolutely fighting against the fight. And he scores with a couple of nice punches, but I don't know. Wow.
Great round for Daly. However,
I don't know.
I'm not sure with the 8 count.
The 8 count is 1 point. I think he wins the 3rd round, but I don't think he won the first 2.
No, I don't think so either. You know, the thing about it is he has great footwork, but Esteban kept him pinned on the ropes the whole time and then pinned him in the corner.
Pinned him
in the corner. And the thing about it was, Dave, that they weren't clean. There weren't clean punches that Esteban was throwing. I didn't see any real clean punches. A lot to the elbow, a lot to the shoulders. Not really clean.
But he did land. I believe he landed more punches.
He did, because
and we're talking to amateurs.
Right. Giovanni was smothered. He wasn't able to get off.
Who gets the credit?
It's going to be Esteban, in my opinion. I mean, 2 out of the 3 rounds, I see it going to Esteban. I don't know how you folks saw it out there.
Yeah, and definitely, Giovanni Daly was the better boxer. But to me, he's got to show more. He's got to show the footwork. He's got to show that speed. He's got to get some distance. And that's been the theme. Can you establish your jab? If you hit a guy with the jab and he pins you on the ropes and hits you with like 3-4 punch combinations, it's not looking good for you. I don't know.
All right, Sly to Gaga is on. Thank you for joining us, Sly.
Gaga.
And then we have Joe says Esteban took away his game, took away Javon Daly's game.
Right.
And then Johnny Delaney says it's very hard to fight with your back to the ropes the whole fight.
Absolutely. Right. I'm sure we'll get a split decision. Got to be a split decision.
There you go. Split decision.
I would absolutely agree with that. There you go.
And I have to agree with that. Yeah. And it's not. I think I see right now that Daly looks a little upset about it. But you know what? I think if Daly moved around, got to move around, he would have probably won that fight.
Stick your head in here, Greg.
Hold on a second. Have a seat. Have a seat. Throw it on. This is
Greg Arden.
Greg Arden. This happens to be Giovanni Daly's trainer. Can you get in here?
Get in here for a quick second.
Have a seat there.
All right. So Greg, this is the way we saw it. I mean, the way we saw it, and we called the fight, Giovanni Daly had more talent, was crisper, but he fought the other guy's fight.
I wanted him to box a little bit more. I wanted him to move around him, but he didn't.
Right. You can't win a fight with your back on the ropes fighting the other guy's fight.
Right.
So, we know you told him to move around more, right?
Yep. I didn't want to stay in front of him. I wanted to move around him and score and move, because I knew the other guy was going to be brawling.
Right. And we're very excited with Giovanni Daly. He's
very
exciting to watch. But we said you can't win a fight fighting the other guy's fight.
Exactly.
All right.
You just got to go back to the gym and work on those things.
All right. We're going to get that footwork.
That's right.
Footwork and don't stay on the ropes. You got to fight off the ropes,
And we want to give a shout out to guys like Greg Arden, putting his time and effort in and working with countless youth.
You get paid a lot of money to do this, right? A lot of money?
Yeah, well, we try our best,
Yeah.
But you get
all right.
yeah.
Nothing. He gets paid nothing. He gets paid pennies.
Yeah.
All right. There's been times he had to sleep in his gym, and it's
that's
terrible.
the life of a pugger.
But he's a pugger. He's a pugger.
It's all about having passion about what you're doing.
Right. And he's also, what kind of martial arts do you do?
I do Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Kickboxing.
Tell us a little bit about your gym.
My gym is in Sunset Park, 432nd Street. I teach boxing and Muay Thai.
Right.
I train a lot of Muay Thai champions as well
Right.
as boxing champions.
Right. So he's trained a lot of champions. He's been in the game for a long time. If you live in the
Sunset Park.
Sunset Park area, or even close to it, and you need to train, this is the man right here. This is the man. And sometimes they call him Chino. That's what they do.
All right.
Sometimes they call me Chino.
Yes, I heard that.
Yeah, I hear that. From
All
one
right.
Chino to another. Thank you. Thank you for coming on Pug Life.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank
you, Greg.
All right, so they go back to the drawing board with Giovanni Daly, and we're gonna have one of the manager here of Work Train Fight sit down with us. Let's put this on. All right, so we got. Introduce yourselves to.
Hey everybody, my name's Alex. I'm from Work Train Fight. I'd just like to thank all the guys here, live broadcast.
You're from what? Where are you from?
Work Train Fight.
Work Train Fight.
But I'm also from South Africa. That explains why I speak like this.
Yes, I was gonna say I can't quite get the accent.
Yeah, I'm from South Brooklyn, you know.
Okay, all right. He sounds like Trevor Noah a little bit.
Hey, we're from the same place. You know?
You're from the same place? All right.
All right, so tell us a little bit about the gym and what you do, because I know you guys have an exciting thing that's happening right now in the gym.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, so at Work Train Fight, we really centered around utilizing boxing as a vehicle to institute change in society. It's really, really important for us that we use this incredible sport and the sweet science to help as many people as possible. So right now we're opening up our autumn semester for our youth boxing program. It's called Youth Boxing for Change.
Oh,
it's a
I love it.
non-profit organization which the gym Work Train Fight graciously gives our space freely to all young boxers. So
Wow, that's fantastic.
if you're under the age of 18, you're welcome to apply. And with that application, all right, you get yourself a free boxing coaching for 6 weeks, all right, with coaches here at Work Train Fight.
That's fantastic.
And then what we were talking about this earlier in the before we got on live. And what do they do after? Okay, so you box for free for 6 weeks, and then there's something very special that you mentioned after the 6 weeks program.
What happened?
So you don't just get things for free in life. Everybody knows that.
Absolutely.
So what we ask is we give up our time freely, and we just want the youth to come in and positively impact the community. So they come out and we do social work. We go feed homeless people. But we also do lots of different interactive lessons with our students. So we teach them about acting. We get some of our very own members to come in and teach them about business and finance. And they have a mentor, a dedicated mentor. So one of our own members who works in the community will be their mentor to help them, guide them through life, to give them some valuable lessons on how they can conduct their life a little bit better and utilize boxing as a real vehicle to institute some good change.
All right, so how do they get in touch with WTF?
Wait. Let me review this. He's taking young people
Off the streets
for
for
6
free.
weeks
For free.
for free, right? And they're not just exchanging punches; they're exchanging information, learning things,
Life lessons.
and then after that, you're doing what with them? You're doing some social projects with them.
Social projects. We teach them. We do dance lessons with them.
And acting.
Acting classes. We
Really?
make them write out letters, and we ask them, "What do you guys want to learn?" We teach them how to hold the mitts so that they have a skill, so that they can become a trainer. If they like.
Holding mitts is not a joke.
Yeah, so this is we're trying to. A lot of our young participants, they are coming forward and they're saying, we want to become boxing trainers, we want to become boxing instructors, we want to positively impact our society, and that's really what we are pushing with this initiative. And all we ask is that you just give back how we are trying to give
back to the community.
back to your community.
Right,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
basically helping out with the
God bless you guys.
Yeah.
helping out with the homelessness issue here in New York City.
Yes, of course. Honestly, we open this to people who are considered to have problems, all right? We don't view problem people, we view problem situations.
Absolutely.
So if we put a
Great.
good situation
Awesome.
in the pathway of somebody who might feel like they don't have anything valuable in their life, we are here to give you guys value. Come to us. You know a young kid who needs something, who needs a positive role model in their life,
that's
woman, girl, boy, doesn't matter what sex.
Okay,
They can
so
come here and
real
work
quick,
with.
website and telephone number. How do they get in touch with you?
Perfect. You can check us out on Instagram at Work Train Fight and at Youth Boxing for Change. Also on our website, www.worktrainfight.com. You can go to the Youth Boxing for Change tab and sign up there. There's applications for mentors and for mentees now.
Fantastic.
Thanks, guys.
WTF.
Work Train
Fight.
Giving it back, guys. Awesome work.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys. Back to the action. All right.
Thank you
I
so
love
much.
this guy. I love this
Alex, thank you very much for joining us here on Pug Life Chronicles. Our
He's
pleasure.
the
Thank
man.
you. Great,
He's the
great
man.
positive message.
Yes.
Now you know. So if you want to go,
And a pretty good-looking guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
good-looking guy, fit guy, all right?
Yeah.
And you can contact them at www.worktrainfight.com.
we
work,
can't-
train,
we-
fight, you
we-
see that on your screen.
Yeah, you know what? If he starts sitting with us a little bit more, our ratings are going to go down.
No, they're going to go up with the ladies at least.
Right? Yeah. But they're
go
going to look
up.
for him and not us.
All right, so
All right, here we go.
positive message. All right, so we got the 8th bout of the evening. We have 11 scheduled. And this is 165 pounds.
All right. Raymond Sierra in the red corner. And Kevin DeRoches from Belmore Boxing Club is in the blue corner. And thank goodness, Kevin's DeRoches is wearing blue in the blue corner. Thank goodness
Yes,
that
blue.
somebody was blue. All right. It makes it easier for us to tell them apart. And Raymond Sierra from Hartford Boxing Center is in the red corner. He's wearing black, but he's got the red gloves. You know, so there's no height disparity syndrome going on. We don't know if they're gonna try to go from the inside outside, and we don't know who's righty or lefty yet. So we'll see if the lefty-righty conundrum sneaks his head up or not.
All right, round one.
And
Here
it
we go.
doesn't. They're both orthodox fighters, about the same size. And it looks like we're going to have an actual outside boxing match going on.
All right, Kevin's connecting to the body. Kevin's in the blue. Raymond Sierra in the red.
Right, and Kevin's footwork is basically hopping around, moving his feet, and you could see that he's very, very concerned with footwork. Whoever his coach is has him jumping around, and he's trying to hit as he not jumps, but as he steps in. But they're keeping him. All right.
Something going on. I'm not sure. I think somebody had a camera light on or something.
Right. Something that Redbeard didn't like.
Oh, yeah, flash photography.
No flash, please.
All right, so it looks like Raymond Sierra is just real patient on the outside, waiting, calm,
Right. He's moving.
taking his time.
He's moving in, but he's not cutting the ring off. All right, there he goes. He got him on the corner. Now he's letting his hands go, Raymond Sierra is.
Yeah, Sierra gets Kevin's on the corner, but Kevin's just slips out. Kevin DeRoches.
And it's Kevin's with an S.
Kevin's. And Sierra connected with a nice overhand right, and
Yeah,
now he gets admonished by the
by Redbeard, the referee.
Redbeard.
All right. And then now they're both letting their hands go. And they're getting it in, George. Whoa. An 8 count.
And now an 8
Redbeard's
count.
Quick on Sierra.
Yeah, a quick 8 count for Raymond Sierra after that exchange.
I didn't see it, but to me they were both exchanging.
Yeah, I didn't see a need for an 8 count, but again, we're not in the ring, so we don't know what's going
Right.
on.
We're next to the ring, though.
Yes, we are. You can call us here live at 646-481-5354. All right, so let's go a couple quick shout-outs here, Dave.
All right. Who are we shouting out, George?
All right, let's see who we shouting out here. Let me see if I can get back to this. Wow, a lot of people here tonight. I can't even control this. Okay.
We're out of
Okay.
control. We're completely
All right.
out of control.
All right, look.
But
You
shouting
got
you out.
Anthony Bog. How do you say that? Okay. Man,
Bone.
It's an Italian name. All right, he's from Floyd Patterson Boxing Club.
Buongiorno.
Okay.
Buongiorno.
All right, Lisa Ramos, thank you for joining us here at Pug Life Chronicles.
Right.
Let me see. Anthony Bajorni says, you guys do such a great job commentating. I'd love to have you guys up to throw down at P.O. Town on August 11th.
Throw down in Po Town.
Po Town, yeah, Po Town, sorry.
What's Poughkeepsie?
Poughkeepsie.
What is that? Is that New York or New
Yes,
Jersey?
it is, New York.
Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie, New York.
That sounds like an Indian name.
Cesar Velez
Actually,
says, get it.
Native.
Get it,
I'm saying
Raymond.
All
All right, here we go, second round.
All right.
All right, Raymond being on the outside, staying on the outside after that 8 counts. Kevin's DeRoches
Right.
coming on the inside, but gets caught for his effort.
Right.
And Raymond Sierra was swinging wildly, misses, but then catches there, but it's not clean. Again, catching the gloves, swinging with an overhand right, but just not really not a clean shot.
I tell you what, I like these two because they're obviously novice and they're learning how to let their hands go and what they're doing. And they're both throwing overhand rights. I don't know if they're really overhand right throws or they're just wild.
Oh, and it looks like DeRoche is connected there since
with that left hook, right?
Yeah, with the left hook sends Raymond Sierras to the back.
Sierra's tough, though. Sierra's still coming in. He just doesn't know how to quite cut off the ring and how to step into his jab. DeRoche's little hopping and moving is kind of, confusing Sierra, I believe. Now Sierra's moving back.
Again, nice left hook there by Kevin DeRoche's.
He's got
a nice straight right.
Yeah, he's got a big, wide, fast left hook, doesn't he, DeRoche?
Yes, he does. Absolutely. And there goes Sierra connecting with their body shot, then follows up with a straight left. Sends DeRoche's back, but now DeRoche's coming into the corner, pins Sierra. Sierra slips right out of the corner against the ropes now, goes into another corner, punches with a right, straight right to DeRoche, sends him back momentarily. And now again, there goes DeRoche's with like a 4-punch combination. Not really clean, but enough to send Sierra.
He sent Sierra back, but I don't think he landed any of the punches.
Not really clean. Sierra punching there, getting some clean punching, and now connects to the body, being sent back by DeRoche's.
Wow, and DeRoche's is fun to watch. I'll tell you what, DeRoche's is the epitome of an amateur fighter, novice style, who's got lots of energy and throwing hard punches, not really placing them well, just wild swinging punches.
Just throws them.
It's like a free for all.
Well,
you just don't know what he's going to do.
He might get lucky and connect.
Yeah, and he does. His connects are lucky right now. But you know what? Later on, he will hone in those punches. This is how you get better in boxing. I tell you what, I gave Sierra round 2. He landed more punches to me.
He did, and he looked a little bit. They were cleaner, and he looked like, I think, from the first round, from getting that 8 count.
Right.
He looked like it was kind of like he better come back and do something.
A little more determined.
Yeah, a little more determination.
Right, determined.
Yeah, that's actually the right word, determined. Yeah. To take the second round.
I'm going to say it again because it makes me sound, knowledgeable. Yeah, knowledgeable. He was determined.
All right, so we're going into the third and final round. Again, this is 165 pounds. Raymond Sierra with the red gloves, and you got Kevin DeRoche's with the blue from Belmore Boxing Club.
Blue for Belmore.
And Raymond Sierra from Hartford Boxing Center, Hartford, Connecticut. Out here in Work Train Fight.
Work Train Fight.
636 Broadway, New York, New York.
Right off of Bleecker and Houston Streets.
A nice slip by
I'll
Sierra.
tell you what, DeRoche's, when he gets better, he's going to like the way he's moving.
And nice combination.
Yeah.
Follows, first hits him with a uppercut, then follows, DeRoche's does with a straight right. Catches Sierra, send him back. Sierra now answering.
Right.
The 3-punch combination.
Right. Wow, DeRoche is throwing some wild, stunning punches, yeah. And Sierra's coming back. Sierra's no joke. He's a solid dude, this Sierra.
No, he is. Sierra's catching a little bit more punches here in this third round.
Right.
Than DeRoche's is. And DeRoche's comes in with a couple of straight rights.
He looked like he landed a good right there, George.
It was like a 4-punch combination. Comes back again with a 1-2.
And he's throwing that combination that you were talking to earlier. That left half and uppercut followed by
and catches Sierra. Sierra sends Sierra back. I think that should have been in a standing 8 count.
Yeah, it looked like the ropes held him up, right?
Yeah,
he's catching Sierra with that overhand right.
And a thundering body shot catches Sierra.
I think I caught him on the gloves, really. But Sierra with a good left hook coming back.
And that's the end of the round. That was an pretty exciting third.
They were letting the leather fly.
Yes, absolutely.
They were not holding back. They don't hold back.
And why should they? This is boxing.
Yes. We're talking about they're not holding back and they're not being defensively responsible.
Right. That's the issue. You got to be careful there.
Yeah, but it makes for fun fighting.
Yes.
You know, we're talking about that Rocky Rocky style from the 70s, you know?
Right.
And that was fun.
All right, so here we go. Let's see some of the comments here. Oh, okay.
Jason Castanon says, work is work. We agree. We agree.
But we got some interesting stuff going on right now.
Okay, what do we got?
All right, so it looks like Joseph Torres and Malcolm Mans are trying to set up something.
Uh-oh.
Right on Facebook. This is crazy.
They
I love
calling
it.
each other out for some sparring or something?
Yeah, I think, Joseph Torres says he's 240. And I think Malcolm Mann says he's 224.
Oh, they're going to set up some sparring,
They're going to set up some sparring.
There
So that's pretty interesting.
There you go.
Pretty interesting.
We're not saying they're calling each other out, but they're saying that they could help each other.
Yes,
spawn.
absolutely, because he needs a heavyweight. I think I read earlier in the feed, he says he was going to stop by Gleason's, and maybe they could meet there and do a little sparring, and then
that's what it's all about.
And Sweatbox.
Boxing is all about exchanging punches.
Yeah, of course.
Exchanging ideas.
Yeah, and iron sharpens iron. And speaking
That's
of
it.
iron and sharpening iron,
Right. Speaking of iron,
yeah,
I like to lead in. Where's that going?
I don't know. I'm just going to make something up. I have no idea where I'm going with this. We want you guys to share the link.
Right.
Share this link. This is going to be interesting for
Right.
people to watch because
Share
guess what?
like you would iron.
Yes. The reason why I brought that up is because some of the boxers you've seen here on Pug Life Chronicles actually became pros this week. We have
Right.
3 of them that you saw here on Pug Life Chronicles get picked
right.
up by Eddie Hearns. Let's
see.
go up to the ring for the official announcement. We'll talk about that in just a second.
Your winner, boxing out of the blue corner, Kevin DeRoches.
Kevin's DeRoches wins that, and he's exciting. He's exciting. And you know what I like about that? Because a wild, free-swinging fighter like that, he will get honed. Here's your iron right here. He will get sharper, and he will get honed, and he will be fun. But you know what? Before he becomes that knockout artist, before he becomes that great fighter, you get to see him in raw, just undefined energy and power.
Here on Pug Life.
Which was fun.
And you can catch us also on YouTube. I don't know. Today it's not working the link for some reason. It's too much technical stuff going on.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is you could also
Wires and
follow
stuff
us
like that. Yeah.
on Twitter and Instagram.
All right. I have no idea what a tweet is. I know that President Trump tweets all the time. Besides that, I don't know too much about it. George, I'm going to let you handle those tweets and Twitter stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
We are here at Pug Life.
Right, and let me just shout out Raymond
Sure.
Sierra.
Shout him out. Shout him
for,
out.
For a good thing. Raymond lost that fight, but he kept coming forward. He had something new. Like you don't see a guy like Kevin DeRoches all the time. And now the next time you fight him, it might be different. It might be a different outcome.
Sure.
You know, and this is how you build a resume. You know, too many of you fighters out there try to stay novice for too long. Get some fighters under your belt. Learn how to fight. Go into open class and do your thing. All right, box.
All right. There you go. All right, Jacob Blair from the Atlantic Veterans Memorial Boxing Club. Now we step up in weight category here. This is 178 pounds. And then we have James Gennari from DeMarco's Boxing Club. Again, 3 2-minute rounds.
All right. Bigger boys. The boys are bigger.
Yeah, exactly. 178.
The boys are bigger. Their fingers are on the triggers.
All right, so we got some wheeling and dealing here on Facebook.
All right. What's happening?
Orville Crooks tuning in.
Oh, Popcorn.
Yeah, Popcorn Orville. He won the Ringmasters over
He's a ringmaster.
earlier in this year. He's one of the Ringmaster champions. All right, so Jacob Blair with the red headgear. And James Gennari with the blue. Go ahead, Dave.
And James, like Blair is coming in, but James is just catching him with the jab.
Yeah, as soon as he comes in, you know what it is? He's fighting with his head very high up. His chin is high up. Looks a little nervous. Again, gets caught on the chin by James.
And now he's kind of wrestling. Jacob Blair looks very physically strong, but not so much in the boxing strength. Wow.
But he's definitely got the strength.
Wow, did you hear Ernesto
Yes.
yell break? He almost broke my eardrums.
All right, so you got James with the blue gloves.
They're not hard of hearing. Somebody ought to talk to Ernesto. They're boxing. They got headgears on. They can hear. They got little holes for that.
All right, so you got Jacob Blair in the red. Seems a little
He's anxious to land his punches.
Anxious?
He's leaning forward, and he's not being
fighting-
defensively responsible.
fighting tall, his chin up.
Right.
Not always a good outcome when you fight that way.
Yeah, his chin is up. Absolutely.
Squared away.
Yeah.
Now he's on the ropes, and then James got him pinned on the ropes.
James Gennari from DeMarcos. And James Gennari is basically boxing better than Jacob Blair. Jacob Blair is with the red gloves. Gennari's a little bit shorter. You know, it's funny because Gennari gets inside but doesn't really know how to fight inside. He's better with throwing his jab.
Yeah, physically the guy is very strong. You can see here he's very, very strong. A lot of power, you can tell.
You're talking about Jacob Blair, right?
Yes.
Right.
No, I'm sorry.
Gennari?
I'm talking about Jacob Blair.
Right. Jacob Blair.
You confuse both names. You put both.
Right.
You mix both names.
Yeah.
Jacob Blair with the red gloves.
Right.
Physically very, very strong.
Right.
Looks like a bodybuilder type
Right.
guy.
But not quite a puncher yet.
Not quite a puncher.
Not
and
a
then
boxer yet.
Not as fluid. Something about him. He's
Right.
not very fluid, not very
Right.
agile. He looks very tight.
Tight, muscular, right? Boxing muscles is a little bit different than weightlifting muscles. Weightlifting muscles, you're building the actual muscle. Whereas with boxing, you're building the whole arm and the movement. You know, you're building a faster machine.
So,
You know?
so basically, I think longer muscles might be better for boxing than those tight, shorter muscles.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, I think
Right.
the shorter muscles are better for maybe weightlifting and
yeah,
for football,
right.
that kind of sport.
Right,
And you know, we're seeing that with Jacob Blair.
right. And
Blair-
Jacob Blair also, who's a strong guy, he wants to go in and land a punch, but he's leaning forward. He's coming on his front foot. And if I was James Gennari's coach, I would just stay on the outside and just jab him.
Okay, and this is.
But now Gennari wants to come in too. So these are two novice guys.
You know what it is? I think James is looking for a knockout.
Yeah, well, he landed a few punches in the first round, so he probably got
And
a
you're right.
little hungry, right?
Yeah, I see that. I see Jacob Blair on the front foot. Now he's squared away, giving James a bigger target.
Yep.
Oh, and a nice left by straight left by James.
Right.
Catches Jacob, and I tell you, if he keeps swinging like that, he's gonna put Jacob down.
I don't know. I think Jacob is tough enough.
He is tough.
To take the punches,
He is tough,
and he
but
did land a couple of rights of his own in this round. Uh-oh, there's something going on.
yeah, the
laces became
laces.
untied.
laces for Jacob. It might be a
Very
good thing.
dangerous.
It might
Right.
be a good thing to give him a little
I'm
little
just glad
rest.
that the referee did not yell "stop" again like that, where he almost broke our eardrums. He sounded like a moose in heat. What, Ernesto? What is going on with you? Do you see? I mean, he was just screaming.
All right, here we go.
All right, Jacob Blair is coming forward, and he's trying to land his big right hand. He's a muscular man. He wants to fight his right hand. And James Chanel came in with a 1-2 headbutt. It's a left, right,
Ernesto
and a headbutt.
Checking the headgear.
And this is funny. It's funny because James Gennari, who landed a lot of jabs in round one, moving backwards, is trying to land punches moving forward, and that's working in Jacob Blair's favor. And that's what I'm talking about. You see, James Gennari stepped back and landed a good 1-2-3 because he lands his jab when he steps back and lets Jacob Blair come to him. All right.
All right. So, just for our audience, Dave,
Right.
this week something very exciting happening in Pug Life Chronicles with some of the people you've seen here fight.
Right.
Just let them know a little bit.
Yes, again, We got 3 guys in the Ringmasters tournament that George and I covered, and Nikosi Solomon,
right, heavyweight,
Nikita Albabi,
right, which he's a what is he? Nikita is what, a middle? No, he's a middleweight or he's a welter?
He's a middleweight.
Middleweight,
right? Nikosi's a heavyweight,
right,
and then Rashad Mati, who's basically a welterweight,
right,
basically a welterweight. They all turned pro, and they all got signed by Eddie Hearns.
Right, all 3 of them. They made that announcement this past week.
He's probably like the biggest promoter right now. He's the biggest up-and-coming new promoter.
Well, yeah, one of the
game.
new guys.
Right.
And he actually is
big.
a promoter for Joshua, right?
Right, Anthony Joshua.
For Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
All right, round number 3.
Okay, and let's see what happens.
And Jacob Blair comes straight in.
And Jacob Blair landed a couple of hard
Yes, he
jabs,
did. He caught James with a couple jabs.
Right. And Jacob Blair, they told him to go for broke. And here's Ernesto. Ernesto is saying, stop headbutting each other. And Jacob Blair was doing good. And now James Gennari. James Gennari is the shorter one with a white headgear on and blue gloves. And now they're starting to wrestle. So they want to fight. They're just smothering their punches because they're on the inside. And this is a big novice problem. And Ernesto said break again, but it was loud. Wow, Jacob landed a good right hand and sent Gennaro back. And Jacob is trying. And his coaches are loud too. All right,
so again, wow. Jacob Blair connecting. I don't know why James is letting him connect like that, but then now James answering, and now it's just pushing.
And they're like moose. They're headbutting. That's how elks fight. They headbutt each other. 2 Billy Goats. And Jacob lands another right hand. Do you see it? And a headbutt. There you go. Right to the jaw. A forehead to the jaw. I think that hurt more than a punch. And these guys are they're Billy Goats. They're butting each other rams. Jacob lands another right hand. And Billy comes back. He said
very sloppy right now.
Right.
Not a
good fight, though.
Good fight. Definitely good fight.
Good fight. A little UFC going on. Yeah, that was a good fight. I gave Jacob that 3rd round. I gave Billy the first 2, though.
Yes, I did. All right, so
who we shouting out?
All right, so Hernan Campos, great job from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Thank you for joining us.
That's good.
Share this link, all you guys that are out there. All right, so some stuff going on Facebook. Some really cool stuff going on right now, Dave.
Tell me about it, George. What do we got?
All right, so I see some guys here. All right, Orville Crooks, I'm sorry.
Orville, that's my man.
Yeah.
Popcorn.
These guys are making some deals to get in there. And then Slide to Gaga says they're Billy Goats.
Hey, Billy Goats. You know I'm calling it. I'll call it the way I see it.
We're going to call it the way we see it. That's the way it is here in Pug Life Chronicles.
You want to headbutt each other all day, you're a Billy Goat. You know that.
All right, so it's good to see some of the people here that are hooking up behind the scenes, messaging each other to sharpen each other. This is what we were talking about early.
Exchange punches,
yes.
As a show with good faith.
Right, and Wayne Farr is there. That's my good friend Wayne.
He's watching from afar, right? I understand.
Yes, he's got the mechanic shop. He's worked on my car before, so good guy.
And that's
Cromwell Collision.
Is just like bothering me.
All right, so
stay out the way, Ernesto.
Wayne Farr from Cromwell Collision in the Bronx on Cromwell Avenue. He's worked on my car before.
Oh, yeah?
Excellent job. Yeah, excellent, Wayne.
Right.
Thank you, buddy.
Did he charge you an arm and a leg? Well,
no.
Actually, no.
I still got him.
You still got him.
I still got him.
There you go. Proof. The proof is in the pudding.
All right.
Okay, I agree with that.
All right, good call.
Which Billy Goat won? James Gennari.
The blue Billy Goat.
The blue Billy Goat.
All right, so that's that was the 9th bout. We have 11 bouts this evening. We have 2 more scheduled. Joe Tellis from Sweatbox.
Were you a math major, George? Because you just
Yes.
busted it out without even
Didn't
blinking.
even have to think think about it.
Wow. My
Thank
man.
You. Thanks, man.
If I
Thanks.
ever open up a store, I can let you do the register.
Thank you.
Whiz.
All right, so Joel Tellis from Sweatbox is coming in, 178
Sweatbox.
pounds, the same thing. And Cameron Humphreys from PugLifeChronicles Boxing Club.
Cameron Humphrey.
Yeah, Cameron Humphrey.
I like that name, Cameron.
Yeah. Whoops. Let me just show. Okay, so there you go. Cameron stepping into the ring right now.
Right. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Joel Tellis was a guy who looked like an open fighter who had tons and tons of skill. We saw him before.
Yes,
What's
from
happening?
Sweatbox.
All
What's going on, brother? All right.
Now who's this?
Yes.
Giovanni Daly. Call him Sugar.
Giovanni, why don't you have a seat, man?
Sit down for a second, Giovanni. Let us school you. All right.
All right, so we saw you earlier in the evening. Giovanni, and we noticed a couple things that we want to, we call it how it is, man. We're not gonna hold back punches.
Right.
All right.
You're fast, you're slick, you grease lightning, you know how to move, but you didn't.
Yeah,
You weren't moving.
You fought the
playing
other
that
man's
rope-a-dope.
fight.
Yep, I was doing that rope-a-dope, and I thought I was catching him with the more effective punches and everything, but hey, he outworked me.
All right.
You know?
And
I'll be honest.
And let's face it, the dope and rope-a-dope is fighting the other man's fight.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
You're too fast, you're too quick, you're too sharp. You gotta move.
Yes.
You gotta move.
You would have won that fight if you would have moved.
Yeah, definitely, because I felt like I was dominating all 3 rounds. Maybe the first round you guys could have gave it to him, but in the second and third, I felt I was landing the cleaner punches, and I scored the 8 count on the third round.
All right, so sit with us on this fight.
All right, so you got Joe Tellis over here from Sweatbox in the red,
corner.
and then you have Cameron Humphrey from PugLifeChronicles in the blue corner.
All right, PugLifeChronicles.
Oh, looks like blue is on him from the jump.
That's true. And Joe Tellis is somebody we saw that he's another guy like you. He looked like an open fighter. For some reason he's in the novice, but he looks like he has a lot of experience. But Cameroon, we can say the same for him, right?
Yeah, they both throwing good punches so far.
And they both know how to move their feet.
Yes, they do.
And this is something I like. Tell me if you agree or disagree. Giovanni. But I don't feel like it's necessary to hold both hands up all the time. Maybe your backhand, but the front hand. Sometimes you want to show a guy different angles. Sometimes you want to see things differently. What do you think about that?
Well, I feel like, if you're confident in your defense, you can move your head and everything, I feel like, have your hands down, show them your smoothness, show them that sweetness, and everything,
Sweetness. Show them that sweetness.
Show them that sugar. You got to put some sugar on it.
All right.
These guys are throwing bombs.
Yeah, they mean the punches. Joe Tellis snuck in a quick, sneaky little uppercut there in the clinch.
All right, we got a call coming in.
Call from Stephanie. To accept, press 1.
Hey, Stephanie, thank you for joining PugLifeChronicles. Lower the volume on whatever you're watching there.
Hello?
Yes, just lower the volume so that we can connect.
Look at Cameroon with the side-to-side off the rope.
All right, we got disconnected.
All right.
All right, so that looked like a pretty even.
Yeah, great
even
first
round.
Yeah, great first round. Red started out pretty slow, but he picked it up. I think so.
Now they both know how to move. They both know how to move. They both put each other out of ropes, but they didn't keep them there. And unlike these are boxers, they're not going to just pin you on the ropes and try to smother you. So these are different type fighters. So, I don't know. I'm really enjoying it because the way I see it, like these are two open fighters, and they're really showing some skill.
Let's see the second round. The second round, they might open up a little bit more. They're more loose.
Right.
They warmed up right now.
All right.
We
might get some more action in the second round.
One to win.
All right. Who's calling?
Oh, we got
All right.
disconnected
I don't
again.
know who that was. She says she
wanted
wants the
someone-
hot one to win.
The hot one. They're both hot to us. They're looking good.
All right, Pat Russo's checking in.
Pat-
And
Patty
Atlas
Russo.
Cops and Kids, and we got to talk about that in just a second.
Right. Wow, look at Tellus
Exactly what I
trying.
said. Look
A
at
lot of pushing going on. Not really exchanging of punches here right now,
Well, you
but a
know-
lot of pushing.
You know what? Cameroon was holding on with his right hand, and Joe Tellus did what you're supposed to do when somebody holds you with one hand. You hit him with the other.
That's right.
You know, he went under and over.
And the nurse though giving some warning for some talking, some trash talking.
Right.
Oh,
But
I'm
that's
sorry.
a part of boxing, though.
Yeah.
You got one for trash talking.
Yeah, I did, right?
We like it, though. We like it.
Thank you.
Right. Look at Tellus. Now, Tellus is holding on with the headlock.
I feel like Blue is smothering himself. You know, I think he
Right.
should take that step back when he gets him against the ropes or something. You could
Yeah,
let
that's
his punches
Cameron
go off.
Humphrey.
Right. I tell you what, Cameron knows how to move, but can he punch? You know, right now, Tellus is getting in. Now they're both smothering each other. This is where we see the noviceness come out, the wrestling. And they're wrestling, they're holding. They're doing some UFC in there, you know? Right? An arm lock, an arm bar, a little holding the hit in, a little Muay Thai,
Locking it up.
rough, dirty boxing, you know?
And
it's
Giovanni,
turn-
when you're like that and you're in the corner like that, pinned like that, what should you be doing?
What I do is I use my forearm to create some space.
Yeah, by the way, you use the forearm a lot. You'll get warned of that.
Yes, I will. But, I hope that, the referee doesn't see it.
We saw it. We saw it. Yeah,
You guys did. You guys can't get me to call.
That was some dirty tactics.
No, we actually saw it. We called it out.
Yeah, we did call it out. Watch it over when you go.
Yes, most definitely. I think that forearm works effectively.
And by the way, this went from being an exciting fight, which is still exciting, but it went from being a showcase of skill to a showcase of ugliness.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
These guys are offsetting each other, and they're resorting to holding, hitting, UFC tactics. You know,
Right. It's not very. There's no fluid motion in it. It's just a lot of holding and grappling, and
yeah,
it's just
it's just. it
That's
went-
another Facebook page.
You know what it's like? You know, it's like when like you go to the movies and you see an angel, somebody who's real beautiful, and they commit a sin and they become like the devil. It went from two beautiful fighters to just ugliness. All right, and it's hurting my feelings to watch these two obviously talented fighters turn so ugly.
Well, also,
Ugly.
I think we have to consider this, that the ring is pretty small and these two guys are big, so there's a lot of close.
They're only 10 pounds heavier than you. And by the way, you got pretty ugly too when you let this guy pin you on the rope.
Yeah, I did.
You went from sugar to sour.
But hey, man,
All right.
that uppercut was catching him.
We saw it in there, but you need room. And look at Ernesto.
All right, so
Ernesto's
Jed Tellis.
running. Look at Ernesto. Ernesto's running away. He's running away from these guys.
Joe
He cannot
Tellis
keep
in
up.
the red from Sweatbox against the ropes. And you have Cameron Humphrey from Plex Boxing Club in the
Right.
blue.
And now
This
it
is
looks like they're gonna box
178
again.
pounds. And I think their corners told them, listen, you got to stop wrestling, get in there and box. Throw those hands.
Right now it's 356 pounds of ugliness.
Looks like Red is complaining about this holding.
Yeah, but
Oh, good hook on the inside.
that was Cameron that landed, right?
Yes.
That's correct.
But did the judge say?
Stop holding.
Ernesto's yelling. He's doing the funky chicken. It said, stop holding. Tell him, Ernesto. Yell it out. All right. So Cameron has that kind of style too, where he almost like he switches from left to right.
And not
Hit him
only
with
that,
the shoulder.
Cameron is coming in just like charging in with those punches.
Yeah, you cannot look for an overhand when somebody's ducking in like that. You're not gonna hit him. You're just gonna go straight over,
Right
hit him in the back.
Exactly.
Yeah, you cannot.
All right, so that was the end of the bout, the third round. That came to an end.
Let's call it.
I don't know. That was not
Pretty
a pretty,
close.
not a pretty fight.
That was ugly.
It was ugly.
It was ugly.
It was so ugly.
What do you think? Was it pretty or ugly?
I think it was really ugly.
It was fugly.
Or how about pretty ugly?
It was pretty ugly.
How about that? It was pretty ugly.
Yeah,
All right.
pretty fighters, ugly fight.
Ugly fight. Pretty ugly. That's
Pretty ugly. That's
in
what you call it.
boxing. That's what it means.
That's what it means.
You guys showed us the definition of pretty ugly.
My
Pretty
opinion,
ugly.
I give it to the red corner. I feel like he put his combinations together a little bit better.
He landed some punches.
Yes.
And Cameron Humphrey is obviously gonna wait. Let's call for what these are. These are two good fighters.
Yes.
Two good boxers.
Yes.
But they have to learn not to smother themselves, give themselves the proper distance, how to punch in that. One of the big things is if you're inside, if you're coming into range, right, and you want to throw the punch, sometimes you cannot step into the punch because you end up smothering yourself and you can't throw any other punches.
Got to use that forearm.
Right. Oh my God. Here we go. Another pretty ugly guy. Pretty but ugly with his forearm.
Pretty ugly guy.
Yeah. You gotta.
And now let me ask you a
watch out.
question, Giovanni. As
Yeah.
you're sitting here with us and you're watching it now from the commentating point of view, and you're sitting here at the table, do you see anything different that maybe that you could have done different? That maybe you're gonna go back to the drawing board and change?
Oh yeah. Once I feel the ropes on my back, just move out of there. I feel like in the second round, I was bringing him in and turning out of there. I feel I got to do more of that, and basically just keep the fight in the middle.
Okay, very good. Very good.
All right, we're gonna go up to the ring for the official announcement. And something's going on. I'm not sure, but the official announcement of these two men.
Tell us what it is, Sonya. Tell us.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree with that.
Yes.
Your winner. Let's go. Boxing out of the red corner.
Wow. Red corner.
Landed more punches.
Yes.
Landed more punches overall.
Cleaner punches too.
Right.
All right. So that's the 10th bout of the evening.
All right, Giovanni, we're going to say goodbye.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for joining us here at
Next
Pug
time,
Life
next time.
Chronicles.
Do you have a lot of friends?
I do have a lot of friends. I
Because
will
nobody
be sharing this link.
nobody chimed in.
Well, a few people texted me and it was like, hey, they thought my fight was bull, but
Also, they're watching us on
yes,
Pug Life?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right,
Cool.
tell them to make some comments.
I will be sharing this link, and I hope more people tune in. You guys will be seeing me around. This is Sugar.
Sugar.
All right, buddy.
Oh, my God. He's got some big hands.
Yes,
Bro,
he does.
Let me see the hand. Wait. This is what you call a heavy hand. A bony, make a fist. Yeah, this is bony. This is a heavy hand. This is.
I pack a punch.
Yeah, this is good.
Yes, it
This
is.
is good for boxing.
Show the camera.
All right.
Show
This
the
is
camera.
exactly why I got that
That's-
standing eight.
Oh, my
all right?
God. All right. All right.
Thank you guys.
All right.
You guys are amazing.
He
Thank
might,
you.
He might have a future in front of him.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Right?
Thank you,
Fights
guys.
Thanks
pretty
again. Thank
and
you
not
for
pretty
joining
ugly. All right.
All right, so this is the main event. We're going to go to the heavyweight category now. 201 pounds.
My man. That's my man right there. Devon Stevens.
All right. So this is the final bout. We got Earl Harris from John's Gym
Go ahead. We're going to let Devon Stevens come in here.
and Philip Onfrey from Trinity Boxing Club.
Onofre. Come on, Devon. Jump in with
All
us.
right, so we got another boxer, one of the boxers here that we've covered in the past. Just introduce yourself to the fans out here in Pug Life.
Devon Stevens.
Oh, talking to the mic, buddy.
Talking to the mic, sir.
Devon Stevens from
Where you
John
fighting?
Boxing Gym.
There you go, from John's in the Bronx.
Not just any John. John's boxing.
And we will be there tomorrow evening.
We're not talking about a porta potty. We're talking about a boxing.
All right, so for round
Big
one,
boys, 201.
this is Earl Harris from John's Gym. And I'm sure you're out here to support him.
Yeah, I'm very here to support him.
So Earl Harris has the red gloves on, and Philip Onofre from Trinity has the blue gloves on. That's the only way you're going
Earl
to tell them
and
apart.
Phillips. Earl the Pearl.
Because they're both wearing black, and something's happening. He can't hear.
Oh, the headgear?
All right. Redbeard says, fight on.
Ooh.
And wow. And Earl Harris has a slapping left hook.
Yeah, he got some power.
But he definitely has some power. He's slapping with it, but he does have power. And that's called a hammer fist to the kid.
But you know what? I like that because you know what? Philip shouldn't be holding on to him. And if he is, he's going to get hit with that other hand. You're going to hold, you're going to get punched.
Not at the back, though, George.
Well, you know what? It is what it is.
Okay.
It's boxing. Not in the back of the head, though. I don't agree with.
That's wild. Well,
Earl
there's a
got
good
lot of
story.
energy, man.
Earl does have a lot of energy. You ever spar Earl? He's a big boy.
But Earl's
Yeah?
throwing some slapping punches.
Yeah.
You know, you said that, and I'm watching that again.
How
Again,
long
he's
has
slapping.
Earl been in the gym?
Earl,
You're finna say gym.
I believe Earl got this his second fight, so he haven't been there for a while. Well, he tried hard. He real good.
Oh, and a nice hook. A left hook to the head of Philip
Right.
on Frey. Now working the body is Earl Harris.
Right. But those are slapping punches.
They are slapping. If he only focused a little bit on pushing that punch out instead of slapping it out.
Yeah, he's definitely learning.
Because
At
he's got
least-
power.
At least he's fighting.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he looks like a big, strong
He's
guy.
a big guy.
Philip Bonifree hasn't decided what he wants to do at all, though. There it is. There's a good jab by Philip. And then he's coming inside. I don't know why Philip. All right, this is a pet peeve of mine. I'm gonna explain one of my pet peeves. You do all this work to go inside and fight on the inside, and then you don't either know how to fight on the inside, or you can't fight on the inside, or you won't fight on the inside. Then don't go on the inside.
You know what happened is that the guys on the outside, they work so hard at getting in. So when they get in, they so tired when they making their way in. So they don't have much energy to start punching.
So then maybe don't work
Yeah,
on the inside.
They can't work
don't,
on the inside.
Don't stay as an outside boxer.
Yeah.
That would
Do
be the right
something.
thing to do.
Because what did I see? I see Philip land his best punch of the fight from the outside, a good jab. Then he got on the inside and did nothing.
Right.
Except get smacked around.
It's
a little
wasted
bit
energy,
by
and that
the-
actually that's not good
Right.
because then later on down the road, as the fight progresses, you're not gonna have the energy to continue, and that's
it's,
where
it's
you.
it's a tremendous pet peeve of mine. I just don't like it. I'm
All
sorry
right,
to
round
say.
number 2.
And
You got
here-
Earl Harris from
Right.
John's Gym
Look, and
with
here
the
he
red
goes
gloves,
again.
and then you got Philip Onfray
Right.
with the blue gloves. These are 201 pounds. These are heavyweights.
Right. Now,
I think
Earl
Earl's
Harris
behind.
I tell you what, he might be a little bit German because he's doing the blitzkrieg. Earl Harris just charges forward and just lets everything fly.
Gets a warning from Redbeard
For what?
for the slapping.
Well, he got one good uppercut in there, Earl Harris did.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, he might be slapping, but he's throwing a lot of punches, and
He's connecting. He's definitely connecting with cleaner punches. And it seems like Philip is still not figured out what he wants to do.
It's called toe jabs. Philip is just holding on. And he's just overwhelmed by this blitzkrieg.
You know what it is? It's like a wild roller coaster ride. And Philip doesn't know when this ride's going to be over.
It's like fighting a beehive. And here he comes again. He's just charging forward. You know what he reminds me of? You ever see those zombie movies? But like a zombie on cocaine.
Oh, man.
Earl Harris is just coming forward with everything. It ain't boxing, but it sure is punching.
It ain't boxing, it's fighting.
It's fighting, that's it. You done took my lunch and I'm taking it back. I go beat you like you stole something from me.
I'll tell you one thing. If Earl Harris gets the right training, this guy could be very, very dangerous.
Oh, yeah. If he throws like real punches instead of those slapping type punches, and again, he smothers stuff. But this is what the novice guys do. They smother themselves. And by the way, Devon, you smothered yourself a little bit.
Yeah, today I was a little off today.
Yeah, you didn't find your comfort range in your jab.
Yeah, I usually find it early, but I was a little off today.
Right. And let me just give you just a clue from what I saw. What it was he was staying on the outside, and you were stepping in. And when you were stepping in, he was changing the range. So sometimes you got to throw that jab, but not step in, just to find your range. You know, so because sometimes you stepped in and now all of a sudden you were smothered, and that's what it is. Sometimes you got to throw that jab and not step in.
And you're hearing that here on Pug Life Chronicles.
Right.
One of the other things we want to welcome Waverly Gravy. This is Waverly Gravy. This is the
Gravy.
last. This is the last bout of the evening. This is the 11th and final bout.
Gravy. You were at dinner. You were eating. You should have been here chiming in. You're a great coach. We would have loved to hear your input. But there you are stuffing your face with food instead of helping us out.
And Pat Russo, too.
Pat Russo, another eating meatballs. You have to eat 12. You couldn't eat 8 or 9. He ate 12 meatballs. You could have helped us out.
All right, round number 3.
And here comes the cocaine zombie. Earl Harris charging forward. Let's give him that name, cocaine zombie. Well, we don't want to use drugs.
Yeah, no, that's not a positive thing.
We don't want to say that. So what do we want to say? The busy bee.
And that's
Mr. Beehive.
Earl Harris with the red gloves. And from John's Gym in the Bronx and Philip O'Hare, this is a 200-pound
And Philip
heavyweights.
And Philip does not know how to fight from the outside. He throws one jab, puts his head forward, and then comes forward and smothers every punch that he ever could have thrown.
I'll tell you one thing, being that Earl is out of John's Gym, I know he's going to get the right instruction because John's Gym is, I've seen a lot of good fighters coming out of that gym. So I know he's going to, if he sticks to this, I know he's going to do very, very well.
I'm from John's Gym.
That's right, I know.
I heard that. I know. Oh, snap.
All right, fighting right above us.
And I think I've seen Earl Harris score with one elbow as well as, be slapped. And there he comes, the Beehive.
For a big guy, he throws a lot of punches. Man.
Yes, he does.
For any guy, I got my punch count. Let me just check. Yes, 140 per round. 140 punches a round.
And he catches Philip on
with a jab.
Yeah, with a jab. He snaps his head back.
Threw a jab.
Snaps Philip's back.
Right. And then he smacked him.
Smacked him on the break. Gets another warning from Redbeard.
Redbeard says he's talking to him. And here comes the Beehive. Yes, and he's coming forward. And
a lot of you know what is? He's very excited. There's a lot of excited energy from Earl.
Right.
And catches again Philip Onfrey with a couple.
He is an Energizer battery. Oh man!
Still hits after the bell.
Hit him after the bell. They're holding. Oh no! They're not. You know what? I couldn't tell the difference between what they were doing in the fight and what they were doing after the fight. Because there was so much holding going on. All right? It was like the same thing.
I don't think he stopped punching when he was fighting.
Yeah, I really don't.
Think so.
And he's punching himself now. That guy is full of energy. I'm actually afraid of him. I'm scared of him.
All right, so that was the final bout. We're going to see who won that one. We are going to be on tomorrow evening again from the Bronx.
And where are we going? We're going someplace familiar.
Well, we're going to John's Gym. We're going to home.
We're
going home.
Are you fighting tomorrow too?
No, I ain't fighting tomorrow.
All right, you can stop by and say hello though.
But we going home though. I'll be there tomorrow.
Right.
To watch
the fight. We're going to your home. We're coming. We're going to be guests.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to treat us good?
Of course. We always treat y'all good.
Okay. All right.
And that's going to be tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock here on Pug Life Chronicles. We're going to try to get the stream up on YouTube and Facebook. We're going to try to get there a little early and make sure that works.
All right.
That is the last bout of the evening. This is Sonia Malakis right now is going to announce the winner of this evening in the last bout. That was the main event.
There is no doubt in this decision. And Philip Onfrey, you got to stay on the outside and throw that good jab. You got a great jab, and for some reason you throw that jab and then you go back inside, and that was not good for you. And Earl Harris. The mauler, Earl Harris, the mauler. Look, he's hitting himself. Wow, and he's still hitting himself. I will not interview that guy. Do not let him come to our booth. Keep that scary man away from us. All right? Keep him away from us. That guy is too energetic.
He got me scared, and I work with him.
All right, well, that was the final bout. That was Earl Harris takes the W for this evening.
Right.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, we definitely are happy for him. And tomorrow night, again, 6 p.m., we're going to be tuning in here in Pug Life Chronicles from John's Gym in the Bronx. If you want to tune in with us and share the link for tomorrow evening.
And get your people. Were your people on? I didn't hear too many people rooting for you.
Nah, they on, they watching, they silent watching.
They silent watching?
Yeah, because I told them don't say nothing.
yo, say something.
They silent watching.
Say it.
How y'all doing?
Say it. Say it.
How you
say
doing?
It. We got don't spray it.
We got the W today.
There you go.
Who's we? It's you by yourself.
Nah,
nobody.
You said me and my people, and they watching. They really watching.
You ain't watching unless you saying something, all right? That's why you got one for talking in the ring. Didn't they warn you for talking in the ring?
Yeah, they warned me for talking in the ring. The guy was, holding me and stuff like that. We was in the midst of holding and stuff like that. So, I was like, the ref said break. So break.
Oh, okay.
But
all right.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Well, thank you for joining us here, Divine.
But I also wanted to thank y'all for, always being here, man. I really appreciate seeing y'all, Y'all both make me happy just seeing y'all here.
Thank you.
Even when I'm not fighting,
I felt that.
Yeah.
That was from his heart.
Yes.
Yeah. Our heart.
Y'all both got they both got great spirits. I ain't talking to them. They know who they are. They got great spirits though. Every time I see them, they always smiling. Even when I'm feeling bad, they smile, brighten up the room. And they make me smile, even when I don't want to be here,
That's good.
So, they motivate me, to be better. And I wanted to thank y'all. I always wanted to thank y'all. That's why I always say hi to y'all when I see y'all.
We appreciate that, Devon.
Man, he dropped the mic on
that.
Yeah,
dropped the mic. That was a mic drop. Mic drop.
Mic drop. We got to pay for that equipment. Stop that. All right?
I'm going to see y'all later.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Devon, for joining
Devon.
us, man. We'll see you tomorrow evening.
All right. George, bring it to an end, brother.
All right, so this is it. We had exciting evening today here at WTF.
Right. Work,
train, fight.
Work, train, fight.
That's right, out of here of Broadway. And you heard a lot of things happening. Let me just say one thing before we sign off.
Right.
Is that they have an exciting program here with the kids that they can come here for free for 6 weeks. And while they're here, they can learn how to box for free, and then they help out the community afterwards.
That's fantastic.
Fantastic job here at Work Train Fight.
And a big shout out to all these troopers in USA Boxing who come out, referee and judge, and put this stuff together.
Absolutely.
God bless them.
God bless them. That's right.
Without them, where would we be?
I mean, they do this for peanuts. So
peanuts.
we thank them for volunteering their time and for the little pay that they get.
Absolutely.
So that's basically it. You saw 11 great bouts this evening.
Right.
We had fun. We hope you had fun.
Right.
And that's basically it. So for Pug Life, I'm George Zayas.
Dave Steve.
And this is Pug Life.
Pug Life.
Good night.